And we're finally here. Hey, everyone.
Hey,
Hey,
everybody.
hey,
How's
everybody.
everyone doing? I'm having some technical issues with StreamYard here, but I have my phone, so I'm just going to look at the comments on my phone instead of on StreamYard, so
Yeah.
we'll be good.
Yeah,
So I can't,
StreamYard is
oh,
not
shoot, I
showing us the
can't highlight it.
comments.
Somebody,
I can't
wait,
highlight
hold
any
up.
comments, so.
Somebody
No.
has their guys.
What?
Hold up.
What?
Somebody, I hear echo, both of you. So
See, I fucking
somebody,
knew it.
All right. Well, I'll
somebody
mute
has
when I'm not
their.
talking.
I just say we just all go out and come back in because that always seems to fix it. It's only when we go live, right?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go back out and come back in.
Hold on, everyone in chat. We'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Just waiting on Cindy. Oh, there is JJ. Hello.
Hello.
Is it any better?
Yes, I don't hear an echo at all.
See, StreamYard, you're right. Like, they're charging double more for their
Yes.
service, and I don't get it. And
Yep. And I
I still
cannot
can't see
see
the
the
comment.
comments, so I
Nope.
have to be on my other device to see the comments right now. But that's fine. I'm just going to put my phone where the comments are on my laptop. I
Oh,
can read
that's
them.
smart. Yeah. Well, it just sucks because I can't highlight anyone's comments. I
I
don't
know.
like
I
that.
know. I don't know why I mean, I can't imagine like charging double the cost and getting shittier service. Like,
Yeah.
what? What the hell? Hi, Kimba. Hi, everybody. So good to see you all.
Send you the links in Discord if you need it.
Yeah, what the hell? Cindy got lost.
Yeah, Cindy got lost going out and coming back.
She'll find her way.
Oh, there she is.
I have faith. Oh, see?
Sorry.
Oh.
Are you in the bathroom? I saw a shower.
Sorry.
Oh, now you're here.
Let's say hi to everyone. God, there's already so
Yes.
many comments. Hey, Lady Di. Michelle, Popcorn. Hey, Stevie Lee. Oh, hey, Roddy. So, just so everyone knows, there's a live scheduled for tomorrow at 11, and that's going to be Roddy coming up on panel.
Woohoo!
Yes, I
Yay!
think it's about damn time
I'm gonna
she
write. You
had
know
her
what?
like
I'm
full
gonna make
say.
some questions. I'm gonna write down some questions so I don't forget to ask.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry you guys had to see the ceiling. I totally forgot the damn camera was on. Lord of mercy.
You
Oh,
know me
sorry.
and my notes. I gotta have the notes and I gotta have the questions. I'll write it in my don't give a fuck notebook. Anyway.
Lady Di, Stevie Lee. Happy being
Shill.
me.
Hey, Shill. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Kimba.
Yeah. Lance. Oh, hey, Glitter. Glitter had a great live.
She killed it, man. Her first
Yeah.
live, I'm like, damn. Like, my live was nothing like that the first time. I was all disjointed and nothing like you did great.
You did. Well, I
Nice
had
too.
messaged her. I'm going to hop into like a voice call with her one day and just show her StreamYard. That way she
Yeah.
can show anything she wants. I mean, she
Good
wants to
idea.
show receipts. So,
Yeah, good idea.
yeah. Hey,
I
Jugs.
tried restream. But I can't figure it out how to put the
Everybody says that.
backgrounds and yeah,
Yep.
I can't figure it
Everybody
out. I
says it's
tried it.
more complicated. Like, ugh.
Yeah, and
I'm
my
still
son
trying to get
installed
full of StreamYard.
OBS. I know. And my
Can
son
y'all,
installed OBS, but I can't work that either. He's
if
crazy.
y'all
He
don't
thinks I can work that.
mind, could you smack the like button on your way in if you haven't already? And if you know how and don't mind, if you can share the link to this live and tell everybody that we're live on your community tab, that'd be great because that helps us a lot.
Thanks, girl.
You're
And hey,
Hey,
welcome.
Pixie.
Kimba. Hey,
Jugs, how you
Spooks.
doing?
Our Spooks is here. Hey,
Yeah, I hope you
Megan.
feel better. Her mom made her some soup. I wish
Yeah, I
I
was
lived
talking
close
to
to
her
them. I
earlier.
would want some of that soup too, man. Shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. I
Sounds
Yeah,
do
good,
there's
commercials
some
right?
all
nasty
the time.
shit going around for sure. I'm hoping my kids had the worst of it, especially my daughter. She's been sick enough.
Yeah, Dito.
Yeah,
Hey,
your
Muggsy.
girl.
Hey,
I get it.
Mugsy.
What's up, Mugs? Long time no see. I feel like I don't see anybody anymore since Soph hasn't gone live. it's like
I
hard
know.
to, you know,
I'm
you
gonna
gotta
push myself to go live tomorrow at 9 a.m. Just a quick live.
Woo!
Yeah, just quick.
Yay!
Oh,
I
good
think
I was
shit.
gonna do it today, but I'm just tired. What time you going live tomorrow, Bliss?
11, so that'd be perfect.
Yes, that's why at 9 o'clock I'm just gonna do a
Perfect.
short live, and I have to push myself to do it because I'm
I know.
procrastinating.
Listen, I don't go live unless I want to yell at somebody. So I guess
Yeah. I'm kind of
Just
in the
being
middle of
honest.
you two there.
I'm like,
Right.
oh yeah, you want to say that live?
We have a nice little balance. That is funny
Right.
because
Right.
Cindy don't do that at all, really. And then
No.
here I am, like trying to like walk the line of both, but more so not. And JJ's like, oh, fuck it, I'm going live to tell
Yep.
some bitches what it is.
You're like the person in the middle of the seesaw that keeps us leveled, so I won't fly off the fucking seesaw. JJ won't fly
No,
off.
babe, that's you. That's you between me and JJ.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
Yep. Because if we would have gone up here alone, we would have been tearing into these comments. Just
Yes.
we
Hey,
needed
small
you to
fry.
be the
Hey,
balance,
Cassie.
Cindy.
Hey, Cassie.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a
Hi,
question.
Audie.
So is it okay? Do I say Audie's
Hi, Audie.
name wrong, or is it my accent?
It's Audi. Audi. I say Audi.
I
Yeah, I
always
say
say
Audi.
but Audi.
I
Yeah.
don't know why that's hard for me to say because I've been saying Audie forever.
It's like the car, the Audi.
Yeah, I call her Audi.
I think I
Is it
called that an
Audi?
Audi too, if I'm being honest.
Let us know, Audi. Is it with like? Do you say it with an O or like the A?
Or you say
Or-
like the carrito, Audi.
Yes.
Is it
There
like
you go.
oh, or is it ow?
Ow or oh.
Right? Because
I
we
need
were
an
like
A
known
and
her
an O.
forever, and I don't want to be saying it wrong.
Yeah.
No, I agree, but it's funny because some people say that I have an accent, and I know that
You do.
you don't hear
Yeah, you
your
do.
own accent. But like I was watching a stream the other day, and they were making fun of like how Baltimore people say like "warsh."
Oh my gosh,
Mm-hmm.
girl. Oh my
or
gosh.
water.
And you
Oh my
know,
God, yes. Ish
guess
makes
who
fun
you
of the way I say
remind me
water.
of when you speak.
He says I
And I
sound like
hate
he
it
says I'm turning into a Jersey girl.
because I don't like that Baltimore bitch, but I like this Baltimore bitch. And you guys actually have the same accent. You really
No,
do.
no, and mannerisms. I see it. I'm not like
Yeah,
blind. I see
yeah, you
it.
do.
Yeah.
Yep. Mine's a
Who's the
mix.
other Baltimore chick? Who am I lost?
I can
Shelly.
get real southern real quick, and I can
Oh
get real
no,
York
she
real
doesn't
quick.
have an accent. You have a Baltimore. I don't hear it with her though.
Oh, you don't?
I
I
do.
hear it more so with
Oh,
her.
I do.
Do
Yeah,
you? I don't. Well,
She
I don't
sounds,
listen to her
she
too
sounds like
often.
a
So
lot of my family.
Certain words.
yeah.
Yeah, it's certain words. Yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Oh, I can hear it in certain words, but if you guys ever I'll have to share his channel. It's this Baltimore guy that does like funny comparisons to like words and how Baltimore people say it. It's funny. I'll share
You
it
know
later.
what I would love? I would love to hear Muggsy say Secaucus. That's how I say it. It's just like, what? Secaucus. He's like,
New
what the
Jersey,
hell?
caucus.
New Jersey.
Caucus. Isn't it
Just like
sea
New
caucus?
York. Yeah. It's
That just
Secaucus. I
makes
call it
me think
Secaucus.
of Mike from Jersey Shore. I love him.
I
Mhm.
know. And I'm so happy that he
I know.
he got sober and completely changed his life, and good for him, man. Because wow,
Yeah.
what a difference from what he
That was
used
a
to do to what he
big
is.
glow up. He had like the biggest glow up of like anyone on reality TV because I've legit watched Jersey Shore since the very beginning. So it's just been nice to
Yeah.
see his like glow up.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the dude knocked his freaking head into
Hold
a
on one second.
cement
Keep
wall,
going.
which honestly I would say would be less painful than trying to get these people to understand that we're about to read their comments, what we're saying. I really
But
feel
JJ, what's
that
the name of the
I
one with the
knocked
flat
my
top?
head. What?
What's the name of the one with the flat top on Jersey Shore?
Flat top?
You know,
talking
the
about
guy with the
Paulie?
flat. Yeah,
Paulie's
Paulie.
got, like, hair.
It's like listen. It's a white dude flat top, man.
DJ
That's what
Paulie,
that is.
yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like him. It reminded me of a flat top, but like spiky, because he doesn't have it just
that's why
spiked straight
I got
up. He has like a spiky DA. Like, what the hell? Flat
Yep.
top DA. Lord of mercy. He's very cute. He was very cute.
Yeah.
God damn, I got kids fighting over a bathroom, and we have 2 bathrooms.
I know.
I tell you what, both of my kids could have had their own bathroom, and they always fought over one. We have 3 bathrooms and only 2 kids, and they would fight over it. I'm like, you assholes! Like, there's one like the next door down, you dummies, and they're like,
Yo,
this one.
Yeah, I can't imagine ever going back to having one bathroom. I would go crazy.
No,
I would go
unless I'm
crazy.
by
I can't
myself.
imagine it. Yeah, right. Unless I'm by myself. I don't never want to go back to having one bathroom. No, ma'am. No, thank you.
Hey,
Hell no.
Mikey. Is
Hey,
Lance still
Mikey.
here? I haven't seen Lance.
He was here earlier.
Okay. Hi, Lance, if you're still
Hold
here.
on. So am I right? Aldi? She said it was Aldi.
Audi, like the car.
Was
right?
I not
No,
saying
Audi,
right now?
Audi.
I'm just confused.
Audi is the car.
Where she said that
Audi
at?
is her name. Yeah.
Oh,
It
so
was
I've been saying it
ago.
wrong.
Yeah, you've been
So I
saying
was
it wrong.
I've been calling her a car this whole time. Pobrecita. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, my
Oh
girl.
my God, I was right. Yeah.
Audi. All right, I got it.
Audi, like an
Like
audit.
Audi. Oh yes, she says it like Audi. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Good shit. I'm glad I
And
asked.
Audie's too nice to ever correct Cindy.
Yeah, I know, puñeta. I've been saying it wrong the whole fucking time.
Like
Years, though. She's not new. Years I've been like, hey, Audi. She's like, no, bitch. Fucking name. And she's like, hey, you know how somebody says hi to you through gritted teeth? Yeah, hey, selfie. It's not fucking Audi. Sorry, Audi. I got it now. I got it now.
She's just one of those people that are so nice, like you.
You feel the love.
They feel the love. What's up?
All right,
Kathy?
I got it now. I got it ingrained in my head. Watch me say it wrong next time by mistake, like an asshole.
Well, I think it'll take you a couple times. It's been a long time of saying it wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Audi. I'm gonna keep it in my head. I got it.
Just think when you see her, just think, oh, it's Audi.
Oh shit! Oh shit! That's what I'm thinking. Oh shit, Cindy, don't say it wrong. And then I'll remember.
There you go.
Okay, got it.
And I'm over here
right,
like, think of the IRS and audit.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
true.
I'm like,
That's true.
Hey, honey.
Hey, Kratos.
Hey, Mikey.
Hey, Wolf.
hang on, FedEx is at my door. I'll be right back.
Lord of mercy.
You know, carry the show.
Got it. So what's this live about? Enlighten us.
So yesterday I really didn't get on that much, and if I did, like if I saw a notification, like I clicked it, I went and read it, I maybe said something that took me all of 30 seconds and I was off of YouTube. But I was peeping this community post that is on Terry Lynn Lavoie's channel. I'm just going through the comments, and I just thought it would be a good stream to just have a dramatical read of some of these comments. A lot of people make a lot of good points, and that's pretty much it. And I mean, the community post itself was coming at Popcorn and JJ, so.
Oh, it was.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, guys, Cindy has not read this community post or seen any of the comments.
No. Nope.
So this is a blind react for her, which is always good.
Yeah, I like to be oblivious to stuff all the time. I just listen, man. I can't be bothered.
Not only that, I feel like when you've pre-read something, you've already had your initial reaction. So I like getting people, especially you, and don't take offense to this, but you're very nice. So I think your initial reaction is like the rawest parts of you, and I like to see that.
Yeah, because I don't have time to control my emotions.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I don't do blind reactions, because I got in trouble when I did it with Ileana Brown. Lord of mercy.
God almighty.
I got canceled.
But yeah, that's what we're going over today. Of course, JJ can play herself. I will play myself, and Cindy do a couple people to play. I'm not in there. Actually, me and JJ both aren't in there like a lot. But
I'm back, baby. I had to sign.
JJ, Cindy didn't even know that this community post was about you.
No, about you,
What
about
community
JJ.
post is about me? Which one?
The
There's
one Terry
always
Lynn
community.
did addressing you in popcorn. The one we're going
Oh, that one. Yeah, she tagged me.
Yeah, Cindy
Oh,
hasn't seen
shoot.
it. Like she's not
No.
just the comment. She hasn't even seen the post at all.
Yeah, girl. I swear I feel like I said earlier, like hitting my head against the actual concrete wall would probably be less painful than trying to get these dummies to understand what we're saying.
I did hear or see you guys having a conversation about your nana being brought up.
Yep.
So that
Sure
upset me,
was.
but I don't know the full context of it.
And
Yeah.
we all know I get twitchy and bitchy if somebody
Yeah.
talks about my children. at
Which you were
all.
right to. And
And I
she,
did. You'll
Yeah.
see, Cindy.
we'll get into it.
You'll see.
And yeah, actually, Spooks, I think Cindy has a great Southern accent. She could do you.
Yes. Yes, I could try. I can try, Megs. I can try. You sure can. And no offense to any Southerners. It's when I'm speaking, that shit just comes out of left field. I don't understand. I swear to God, it comes out of left field. I'm like, what the hell, girl? So I can do it. I can do it, Megs. I can do it. Don't push me, girl. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be great. All right. So let's just get started. I'm going to have JJ read the actual post.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to be Terry.
Okay.
God.
So that
I didn't
means
know
I'm
that I
gonna-
could
I'm gonna
channel that good.
speak the
I'm a
lowest.
horrible liar, so.
Okay. Okay, everybody. Now
Hey,
listen.
Shay. Hey, George. Happy birthday.
Carefully. Hey, George. My internet.
Oh, shit. Are you going to be able to read it
husband.
okay?
He's my cousin.
I can see it, and I'm blind, so
see it.
JJ
Yeah, I
probably
see
can't.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. Whenever you're ready, JJ.
Okay. You guys ready? I'm Terry.
Yes,
right now.
ma'am.
Getting
Speak
real
slow
close.
and low.
I'm okay,
Jesus
ready?
Christ. Yes.
Oh, now I get it. So it's only doxing if someone from this side says a first name. But it's not doxing when B and Chicago's first
Stop it.
names are said. Do I have that right? Grab the popcorn and JJ Hizzle. No, you don't have it fucking right.
JJ Hizzle.
Okay, let me.
I can't.
Oh my God. I am so
No.
glad I peed before this because I would have peed myself just now. I'm not even
Yeah.
fucking kidding.
Yeah, I
I
can't.
don't even talk about you, JJ. But yet you're calling me a liar and a bitch. Girl, I call everybody a bitch. You're right about one thing. The real life drama I want no part of. I'm actually stunned that you're out here trashing a family when your own daughter, I'm over here fucking twitching reading this again, by the way, was recently in a situation and needed prayers, exclamation, exclamation. I wouldn't want to see anyone hurt in real life over YT bullshit.
I can't take you nowhere. JJ can't take you nowhere.
Oh my God. And
I
yes,
mean-
yes, Spooks. Yes. Spook said Hold on. Oh my God, I'm going to punch the screen. Speed it up. That's why I can't watch her live. Exactly that.
Yes. Seriously. Listen, I was Terry right there. I did a pretty damn good impression.
And I have to agree with JJ. We say bitch with cariño.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
I'll be like, I'll see my sister and be like, what's up, bitch?
yeah, that's like with cariño. Like,
relax yourself there, Terry.
Well, Terry
and I
calls
don't
people
hate
names
Terry.
all the fucking time. She can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Calling people
We
pussies.
all do it, right? We all do it.
Terry.
Yeah.
Terry Lynn Lavoie is out here calling others pussies. Are you fucking kidding?
I know.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, Kimba, I do a great T-Rex.
Oh, she does. Yep.
Oh, well, when you're talking over her, she's in here.
Oh, Lord of mercy.
Oh, she is? You must have blocked my ass.
I think she blocked all of us. Good.
I don't know what happened.
I'm glad. Oh shit, I see Jay Hizzle. Jay Hizzle right there.
Jay Hizzle got some shit to say.
And Popcorn too, Lord of mercy.
You know it. You know
Damn,
it.
there's 54 replies.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Yes,
holy
girl.
That's a whole thread.
It took me forever to read. Usually I can read over shit in like half a cigarette. It took me the full cigarette to skim through everything this morning.
Oh my God, girl, that's a lot of replies on each comment. Damn.
So to stay in order, we're just gonna start at the bottom and go to like the oldest comment and whatever up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, got it.
All right, so this is Popcorn responding to what JJ just read. She said, then you should have worried how maybe being called a pedo and a rumor affected my mental health and my husband's mental health in our real life, right?
Right.
Yes, girl. I agree.
All right, let's just switch each comment, I guess, if you want to do that.
Oh, why doesn't Cindy, you be Jules? I mean, not Jules. You be Jugs.
Okay. Grab the popcorn. Well, keep in mind that Tira and Shitty said they will laugh if Peas did things to Jenny's little girl's photos. And now we know they support abusers. So does she care? Nope. Does she support this stuff? Yes, she does. She had Tira up there allowing her to talk about Glitter's kids that were off limits. Remember how upset she was about her kids?
All right, JJ, we're going to do Terry 2 times speed.
Okay. I'll do Terry somewhat normal. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Grab the popcorn. Here's the biggest issue I see. You are a sock account and no one knows your identity. How can that harm your real life if you're unknown? You've fully doxed people with address and place of employment, and you don't think it hurt them mentally. Hey, Sophie. Oh, wait.
And
you know what? You know what, Bliss? We should probably let everybody know that didn't already know that this person, Terry Lynn, had Tira on her panel, and Tira talked all kinds of shit about Glitter and Nelly and all kinds of other people.
And their kids,
yeah. Parenting. Their 3 to 4 year old child mentioned an issue that child might be having.
Yeah.
Absolutely disgusting. So this is why we're doing this. Okay. I just wanted to let people know.
And also, a popcorn, there's a difference between a sock account and an anonymous account.
Mm-hmm.
A sock account is something that's created solely for the purpose of trolling. It's fairly new. An anonymous account is when someone doesn't attach their name, their government name, or their face to the account. And as we've learned on YouTube, it's not wise, unless you're, a creator who decides to show themselves, to ever have your government name attached to any account on social media. So there is a difference between a sock account and an anonymous account. And a lot of people have chosen to remain anonymous because of the intrusiveness of social media. So there is a difference.
A big difference. You're right.
Yeah, my name is not JJ. It's
You
not.
are naive if you think that people don't know who you are. I always
Right.
assume there's quite a few people out there that know like my real identity. So for Terry to say that, how can that harm your real life if you're unknown? You are being ridiculously naive there, and you know
Mhm.
it because you know
Mm-hmm.
people probably know who she is. Get the fuck out
Oh
of here.
yeah, I don't have I'm telling y'all, if you are anonymous and if you are a creator, you won't be for long.
No.
Mm-hmm.
People are going, I mean, the best of the best are going to come out here and they're going to do whatever they can. They will find you.
And
I
it doesn't hurt any less. It doesn't hurt any
No,
less,
it doesn't. It
right?
doesn't.
Because
It
there's
sucks.
people, right? There's people that Terry Lynn is friends with that maybe were outed or whatever and had never been a creator. And I can tell you that what was done to them didn't hurt any less because their government name wasn't out there, or their pictures weren't. It doesn't hurt any less. It doesn't make any of these things all right, nonetheless.
Right.
So
But
the
you,
whataboutisms and the deflecting, all of it is wrong. You
if
know what I
you're
mean?
Yep.
somebody like Terry Lynn, though, where you're gonna not, you say you don't want to be in the drama, and then when someone brings that up, I thought you said you didn't want to be in the drama, and then they say, "Oh, I don't want to be in the real life drama."
Mhm.
Right. Yeah, and that
Then,
DV situation is disgusting as well, I must say.
oh
What
yeah, and
situation?
yeah, and
There's
then to let somebody else up on your panel to go ahead and spill real life information and talk about a child and a family. I'm sorry, Terry Lynn, you've not answered anywhere in here, which was our original question. Why did you let that bitch up there to speak real life on Glitter and Nelly if you want no parts of real life, no parts about wanting to go at kids? You said nothing, Terry Lynn. So what you get out of this, you get, girl. You reap what you sow.
I
and
agree. And
that's
there's
true.
going to be a few times in here, and quite a few times I ask questions, and Terry does not answer a single fucking one of them. She just deflects with an insult.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's the important part here, right? Because I did see a comment where Terry says she knows we all hate her. I don't hate Terry Lynn, okay? But I think that
I
it
hate her
is
now.
disingenuous, right? Well, she talked about your daughter, but I
Exactly.
think it's disingenuous to act as if you allowing someone on your panel to have free reign to say all these things isn't a problem and isn't your responsibility, right? I always say I'm not responsible for anyone else's words. I am responsible if they say it on my panel and I don't check it, I don't stop it, I don't call it out, right? Or I don't end the stream. I think that that's very different. And we have to hold ourselves accountable to that. We can't say, I'm not with the real life and I allow somebody on my panel who then goes real life, because not only am I allowing it, I'm actually facilitating it. It's happening on my channel, it's happening on my panel.
Yeah, and
So,
Terry always like claims that she doesn't do real life. She doesn't talk about kids. Well, I have a couple screenshots that prove that that's wrong. But as Jugs, like, who said it? Someone, Kimba. She said Terry should have shut that shit down immediately. She gave Tira a platform, and she continues to. She's given her a platform to dox Nelly. She's now given her a
Mm-hmm.
platform to go at their fucking family and their kids and their
their
private life.
I
children.
was
Their
blown.
children's diagnosed, like something that may be wrong with a toddler. You disgusting bitch.
Me and
Both of
Bliss
you,
were,
Tira and Terry. Terry for allowing it. It's still up too, along with the doxing stream. It's still up.
yeah, me and Bliss were awake and we were, I don't remember, was it even a late stream? I don't know, but I just remember that it was only you and me talking about it. And I'm like, girl,
It was late for us.
yeah, late, yes. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, did she just allow Tira to speak on Glitter and Nelly's baby? We're talking a baby, okay? Like a
Yeah,
toddler
that's not
baby, like
okay.
3, 4 years old.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
and she said nothing, nothing. Her usual, oh, yeah, oh. Like, that's all she says ever.
Yeah, no, that's
Like,
not okay.
Terry Lynn, fucking hang it up. Like, hang it up, because if you're going to let people do that on your channel and you won't even address that it happened, because what did she say? Oh, I got to go back and listen to see what you guys are talking about.
What?
Yes.
So that's like me being up here with you guys and not listening to what you're saying to me right now.
But
or
yes,
what you're
Cindy,
talking about.
but in that same live, she also said, well, you guys can't get on me about the chat. I have a lot going on here. And when I have a guest on my panel, I give my full attention to them.
No,
And then says
don't work that way.
No, it can't work both ways, because there are times it's hard. It's hard when I'm live, right? To not be able to, because you guys know I read my chat. I'm always behind in my chat. But how can you not be paying attention if you're having a conversation with the person? It's not even like you're replaying a stream, or you're having an active conversation. I would never go on somebody's panel if afterwards they say, well, I didn't listen to what she said, so I have to go back. That's disrespectful as hell.
You might miss like a word or a
sentence or something.
You don't miss the whole premise.
No.
I mean, Tira went off on a whole tirade about Nelly and Glitter, and all Nelly was in there for was to defend his family because they were speaking about it. And I don't blame him. And he's trying to defend his family. Like, and then this bitch goes off and speaks. It makes it even worse. She started speaking on a child. So Tira, shut up. And I just want to make it real clear to everybody that everybody's like, oh, well, Tira's child was spoken on. First of all, it wasn't her child, okay? It was her sister's child. It doesn't make it better that a child was spoken on, but let's not lie here. You were, a womb, but you were not the mother. And I stand on that. Don't care if people like I say that or not. Bliss may not agree. Cindy may not agree, but that's the way I feel about it. Like, you give up your kids so you can live the way that you want to live. Well, you're really not the parent then, in my opinion. But the real problem here was that she was allowed to get up there, speak, and say whatever she wanted to say completely unchecked, as if it was her channel, but she wouldn't get the backlash for it. And to me, that was absolute. Terry Lynn should have been like, yo, we're not doing this right now. We're not. Like, we're not talking about kids. We're not. I would do that if somebody came up and started speaking about a problem that a toddler may have. I would never, I would shut that down so quick. And I'm telling you, I promise you, I used to go up with Cindy all the time. So that way Cindy could do her makeup and I can read the chat and talk. And we would have our banter and usually end up with the chat laughing so hard our stomachs hurt and all that, whatever. So I get wanting somebody else up with you, but maybe have somebody that is not Tira. Because that bitch don't care about nobody.
No, and I think that's the point. There was a lot of times where JJ would say, Cindy, I'm not even going to go up on your panel anymore because you get a lot of the backlash for things that I say. And I told her, no, that's not a thing, right? Because we're able to check each other, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that it shows a lot that someone doesn't respect you if they know that this has happened before, right? Terry Lynn has gotten backlash before for the things that Tira has said when she went on a doxing spree of Nelly, and continued to say his first and last name 5 and 6 times. And so she knows what to expect from Tira. You understand? You know that she doesn't care. She doesn't care, because even when it was like people in the chat were like, hey, stop, can you just tell her to stop doing it? And she put the comments on the screen and was like, okay, can we stop calling him that? She still called him that. So that shows a total disrespect of you, your channel, your boundaries, any of that. And for the fact that you can be, what is it when somebody hits your channel, strikes your channel, whatever, all these ramifications that could happen to her channel, and a friend would care, right? And then you come on and not only do you take it further, but you're talking about her 4-year-old child, things that's nobody's business on the internet. And then you say that you've gotten emails from an abusive ex of somebody online, but you're not going to share them. So you're dangling it like a carrot. You're doing
gross.
it's like a ha
Pig.
ha, which is fucking disgusting in itself. But we should expect this from Tira, because wasn't it Tira who ran to the internet and outed a DV victim anyway, right? In
Some
her whole
fucking
situation.
bald-headed scallywag is what she is, Cindy. And I don't take that back for nothing. And you know, when her child supposedly was exploited, which allegedly, in my opinion, in full belief 100%, that she posted her child's pictures or videos on a different channel. Somebody found it. It was shopped around. Let's say shopped around, okay? Because it was those videos were sent to a lot of people with Terry's or I'm sorry, Tira's kids or child.
Phishing emails. They were phishing emails.
Yes, and most people would be like, "Yeah, get the hell out of here. We're not messing with kids," you know. But there was two women that decided to speak on it on a whole separate channel, whatever. Most people spoke out. Children should not be talked about, whatever. Let's not forget what the fuck Tira said a few days later. She says it was great for her channel.
That's insane.
She sure did. And Terry's going with her with that. Like Popcorn said, Terry only cares about the sub farming clicks and views from Tara. She don't give a fuck about anything else.
Well, you ain't
and vice versa.
Ones,
and vice versa. Vice versa, because Tira's end goal is monetary gain. You know, that's what Tira's end goal is. And the sympathy I'm playing on people, you know, that she's homeless and all of these things, which again, I'm not making fun of her being homeless. Hello, I was there. Right. But she says that she was willingly going to be homeless. I knew I wanted to. Who wants to be homeless? Who in their right mind says that on a public platform? I had all intentions. I went to Chicago with all intents and purposes to be homeless. Not somebody who's in the right frame of mind. You know what I mean?
Rhinestone, I love you, girl.
Hey, Rhinestone, I hope you feel better, Mama.
How do you do it, Cindy? Do the Rhinestone cowgirl.
Yeah,
my Rhinestone cowgirl.
No, you're. Terry uses Terry. Terry's not going to do this kind of shit on her own channel.
No, she's going to play a whole different persona on her own channel. She's going to do the dirtiest shit on somebody else's channel and hope that the majority of her supporters don't see it. You know?
All right, so JJ, give us 2 times speed Terry for this next comment where she embraced the weird.
You know, we'll be here until fucking tomorrow at this time.
Well, no, and I told you guys I thought this might turn into a part 2 because
because there's so much.
Girl,
it's
I'm here
a lot,
for you.
and there's a lot of great points, and there's a lot of people that share differing opinions, and I may not agree with some of them, but I understand where they're coming from.
Yeah,
and Terry has no sense of that. Like me and her subs, her supporters, a couple of us were having like a really decent back and forth, even told each other to have a good day at the end of it. And then I wake up this morning to Terry just being downright fucking nasty for no reason. Like,
I know.
She's not capable of that. Anyways,
I saw that. And I was thinking to myself, this lady is like a glutton for punishment because she I don't know why she thinks she holds a candle to anybody over here when it comes to wit and comebacks, because it's not good. Okay.
She's trying.
Wait, I wanted to say, and not even that, I think that it's this game of people trying to act like they have a moral high ground. We've all supported people who have said things that we didn't agree with.
Right.
And I see a lot of that. You know, it always goes back. Right. It always goes back to Roadhog and his wife. And I can tell you, I wasn't there for a lot. I did see the comment that was made to Bliss about Just Ann's daughter. And I could tell you I wasn't in there when that was said because I don't agree with that. And one time when Just Ann was spoken about, I made sure I said in the chat, I support Just Ann. I like Just Ann. Just like I'd said about Abadabs in the chat. So that's always the ace in their sleeve. You know what I mean?
Their fallback ace.
Right. And we've all supported people who have done horrible things Tira has done horrible things. So
Yes.
in perspective,
Lots of them.
you know what I mean? Like, so for somebody else, your horrible may not be my horrible. And there's a, a certain meter of horrible. And it doesn't mean we agree with it. We've admitted that we've let our anger or our disdain or dislike for people cloud our judgment sometimes. But you're not going to keep holding us accountable for that for the rest of our lives when we've at least admitted that.
Right.
We've said on our own channels and on Bliss's channel.
That's the
Cindy,
problem. They
she
admit
flips
nothing.
it, though. She makes it like we think that we're holier than thou. When I have never, I'm fucking flawed individual. I've done some shit. I've said
You're
some
better
shit.
than them.
Me
My
too.
hate does come over me. But
You're
the
so
only
better.
thing I talk about with Terry is her fucking utter hypocrisy. She says one thing and then does another. Please
Yeah, but
show me
Right.
where
you're better.
I always come here with receipts.
Yep, true.
Terry's
And I've
never
said
done
that
that.
I've been a hypocrite. I've said that that's like my mantra, right? Flawed AF, and I'm a hypocrite. I'm going to be a hypocrite tomorrow. But I can acknowledge it and work on it. I try to do better. And when I catch myself, I stay a little quiet so that I won't be such a huge hypocrite. But I'm not going to say right now, I'm not down with the real life. And then tomorrow have somebody on my panel that's going to out a bunch of somebody's information. You understand? That's speaking on both sides of my neck.
But
So.
Cindy, but they think that we're wrong for just being in a live chat of someone else doing it for valid,
I know.
their
I
own
know.
valid personal reasons, though. So that'll be their fallback for that.
And I understand people being in chats because people say, see it for yourselves, right?
Yep.
Don't take somebody's word for it. Go get all sides of the story. So you go into a chat to ask questions or interact with the chat to get all sides of the story. And now you're guilty by association. So with some people, you can never win. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm going to go where I want. I'm going to say what I want. And I try to respect people. Come at me for what I say. If I'm in a chat and you want to just castrate me for being in a chat, that's a you problem. Now, if I say some nasty shit about kids or about parents or about some other shit, then hold me accountable for that. But I'm not going to be held accountable for having been in a chat when almost all of us have been in a chat where somebody said some shit that your head was like, oh God, and I just said hello.
That's what Terry's doing. Everything that Popcorn says, Terry's putting on me. You're speaking on Shelly's children and you're delving into her real life. And first of all, I don't know Shelly. I have commented on what Shelly has shared on her own channel.
Yes.
She shares too much. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, JJ, do you want to go ahead? Because we could just keep
going.
We'll
keep.
Sure, but at least you know what? I think that needed to happen in, like you said, 2 sessions, so that way people understand the point we're coming from and exactly what's going on here.
Well, they still won't, but it's okay.
That's all right. But if you got questions, y'all, you can ask in here because you're the ones we give a damn about. We don't care about the other people's. Okay. All right. So Terry. Okay. So embrace the weird 37, which is Jugs, who is in the chat right now. That Terry is speaking to. Yes, I was very upset about my own children because they have never been a part of my YouTube stuff. I was very upset when you did it as well. I'm going to go back and listen to last night's stream because I didn't hear what you guys are saying was said. What the fuck? Where were you, Terry? Anyway, Popcorn. Who's Popcorn?
That's weird. Anyway, FYI, a sock is not an active creator. I am a creator, not a sock.
Yep. Oh, okay. I'll be Jugsy. Terry Lynn, Tira puts Glitter's kids on YouTube, Terry, and you never spoke on that. Facts. She had done that when she lived with them. Oh, okay. And you never said that to the people who doxed others in the name of Sarah, who attacked people first. You can sit there and say you don't know or you're not aware that CE, who is Cursed Eye, reaches out to family and threatens minors because you do. I won't say anything. just keep that in mind when you say stuff like that.
And then Popcorn says, Terry Lynn.
She's right. That's what Terry fucking does.
Yeah.
Yes.
She puts her head in the sand. She just like with above. Oh, I'll have to go back and listen. I didn't hear that on your own fucking panel with only one other person.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's hard when people hold your feet to the fire for things, but that's, I don't know. Anyway, let me shut up. So anyway, Popcorn says, so by your logic in what you're just saying, because you don't know my name, I can't be affected. Is that what I'm to understand? So everyone who doesn't have a name on their account is not entitled to be affected by anything. So then you can tell such all these people. You can tell all these people the same thing. Even though it's
been fucking said everywhere now, I'll scroll past.
I know.
Yeah, we all know.
I know, but you crazy. They will sound the alarm. They will sound the fire alarm.
And honestly, I don't want to hear Terry say fucking shit, because she could have deleted that comment off of her channel and she hasn't. And she still has docs and streams up. So close your fucking mouth before you open it, Terry.
What's up, Pretend Fashionista? Welcome.
Hey, Pretend Fashionista.
Oh, we're going to get to that. Put it in reverse, Terry. Back the fuck up. Don't even start it.
Okay, so wait. Where are we now?
Bushlight.
Jugs.
This bitch. This one. She probably is a Bushlight kind of drinker, right? Like, fucking. Oh my god.
No, it said Jugsy right now, JJ.
I know.
That
JJ
one. Okay. Yeah, I was getting down there. I'm like,
sorry.
I understood it. So, all right, so this is Jugs. Popcorn. That is what it sounds like to me. Guess she didn't care that Shelly is emotionally and mentally abusing those kids. But remember, kids matter. Yeah. Okay. Keep supporting abusers, Terry. And that though, let me be clear. Those are Jugs' words. They are not my words. We're not saying
We're reading. We're doing a dramatic reading. Puñeta. Right. So then Popcorn says, I'm not trying to be a douchebag to you, but you definitely need to learn to control your lives. Come on there. Sorry. You need to control your lives. Come on there and make whatever content you want to make, whatever makes you happy, whatever you want to talk about. But you have a tendency to let whoever's on your panel control your lives. Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
Bliss. Nice. Good.
I got it. Okay.
Thank you. It's your channel. I'm not saying you have to scream at people or anything like that, but you're the one catching the flack for what people are saying. At some point, you have to see that you need to set the boundaries for the people you bring on your panel. Amen.
All right, I'll be this one because I don't think JJ should take this one.
Don't let me take
this. Is Bushlight Beer Cave Betty, who I think I've only ever seen her on Terry's channel. She likes to talk a lot of shit on JJ apparently.
No, really?
Yeah. Popcorn, you are a douchebag and you are an anonymous sock account. If you hadn't told everyone at your work about your channel, then you wouldn't be in this position. You see how this game works? Just like you said about Shelly, if she hadn't broken her mom's lease, then she wouldn't be homeless. Deal with the consequences of your choices, Popcorn. What consequences is Popcorn dealing with, by the way?
So then this whole thread is a moot point then, right? Because by that logic, then Shelly has no room to cry then either. So stream over. Goodbye, everybody.
Exactly. You're going to see a lot of that.
And real quick, I love their definitions for a sock account. A sock account is an alt account from your main account. So
Bush is definitely a sock account.
Bush is a sock account. Yep.
Yes, that's a sock account.
That's what it is. That's her main account. And if she decides to make another account because somebody blocked her and she wants to see whatever or say something to somebody, that is a sock account. That's an alt account. I don't know why you people are so stupid to come out here and try to tell people what a sock is, what it isn't, when you don't fucking know.
I don't think they're stupid. I think that they're
I think they're
willingly ignorant. Willingly ignorant.
stupid or not.
I,
Yeah, because they
I
won't
think they're
ask.
manipulative, and
Mhm.
everything they
Yeah.
do is only geared towards like furthering whatever they're pushing
Their
at the time.
agenda. Yep, their
Right.
agenda.
And the
This
same with
is
this
like gaslighting 101 for real.
right here. Yeah, go. You want to take that one, Cindy? Because this is gaslight right here. They're gonna flip
With
something,
your
make it look
feral
like
friend.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen.
Popcorn. I want to play popcorn. If you didn't spill the beans about your channel with your workplace, you wouldn't have to worry about the problem with the recent accusations against you and the hubby. And you talking about girl panties. What? Girl panties all the time, adding to that. Yowza. What the fuck? Yowza. Okay. Or is it Yahtzee? What? Either way, 20 points for me. I win, you lose. Let's go. We're hosting game night next. Or who's hosting game night next? I will expect a 4-hour live stream next week in my honor. You won the content lottery popcorn. Yay, emoji, emoji.
What the fuck was that?
Shut the fuck
That's
up,
crazy.
whoever you are, Pharaoh.
So
Isn't
weird.
that Scott, the one they call Scott or something? I don't know who Scott
So
is.
I
But
think he was in one of my lives, and I asked him
yeah,
to be respectful.
I don't know
and
who
he
that
respected
is.
I don't either.
It's very
Yeah, I don't know who
weird.
that is. So before they say that, they come at me sideways, I have no idea who you are. I'm doing a dramatical reading. So yeah,
Yeah,
before
small fry. Even fashionista said small fry. Oh, where did she say? She said, I remember reading this and thinking, like, what the hell is with this comment section? Yes. And honestly, like, I think a lot of people thought that, right? Like,
That was me this
Pretend
morning.
fashionista was like, this is exhausting because it is. Nothing you say, like, anything you say, their answer will be a whataboutism. That's it.
And that's the point, that a dialogue, right? A usual conversation is about give and take. Someone states their opinion, you try to absorb it, even though sometimes it's hard. It's hard to absorb things from people who dislike you or people who you feel like are always overly critical of you, right? But it helps us grow. So a normal dialogue would be, okay, you state your opinion, I'm gonna read it, absorb it a little bit, tell you what I disagree with, but it seems so catty, so catty. It's no one's listening, no one's absorbing anything, everyone's just already, it's like when you're arguing with your significant other and they're speaking and you're not even listening to them, you're already thinking about your comeback. Like that's what this whole comment section seems like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not listening. I'm already thinking of my retort, I'm not listening to what you're saying and trying to understand where the other person is coming from.
1,000,000%.
And nothing's ever going to be resolved. Nothing's ever going to be resolved that way.
They absorb
Right.
nothing. And I can promise you, I read their comments. And as long as, they were not mentioning my child, which had nothing to do with any of this, I was not switching. And I tried to answer and think about what they were saying and try to put myself in their shoes, except I swear that was almost impossible because I'm just not that dumb.
Not with the creator, not with the creator's channel you're on, because I was actually having that with someone and Terry came in and fucking ruined it. My question though, what is this Scott person even talking about when they say if Popcorn didn't spill the beans about her channel to her workplace, then she wouldn't have to worry about the recent accusations made against her?
I guess he's saying if he hadn't said that like what kind of occupation she has. So, but it makes no sense. No, okay, but by that logic, it makes no sense because Terry Lynn says Popcorn is a sock account. Sock accounts give no information, no identifiable information.
Right.
Popcorn has shared so much of her life, her past trauma, her children, her grandchild. You've heard her husband's voice. Now, I know with my channel, even if, let's say, I had never shown my face because my name isn't my government, it's just Cindy, right? People in my real life will come across it one day. This world is a small world, right? I have people from my real life in my channel, people I went to middle school with, people I went to high school with, people from New York, all of that. So to act as if no one from your real life would ever come across your channel is highly improbable. And it doesn't make any sense, because in one breath you're saying she's a sock account, none of this affects her real life. And then someone else is saying it's your fault your real life is affected because you chose to share stuff about your personal life. And that's what you do when you make a channel. You know what I mean? You share bits and parts of your life so that people can relate to you on a personal level and interact and want to hear more from you. So to shame her for daring to personalize her life while someone else is saying she doesn't share any personal information is redundant and falls short of their argument they're trying to make, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
On point. I totally agree. I do have a question for Popcorn. So the live that I had to delete because apparently Popcorn doxed B, was that her real government name? Because I was under the assumption that it was not.
It wasn't.
Because Terry's saying it is.
No, it fucking wasn't. It was a first name and it's a nickname. I promise you it wasn't, because I had to go back and listen and I'm like, that's not her name. And it was a first name, and it wasn't even the first name that is a government name, a first government name. It's not.
So
not
it's
her.
like Nellie goes by Nellie.
Yes.
That's kind of what was said.
Yep.
Exactly.
Okay, can I eat that? Because then, I mean, by Terry's logic, then, I mean, because she keeps going back and forth on what a dox is. One person will say one thing, someone else will say another. So on one time, B was doxed on my stream. I think she's still standing by that. But then she'll say, I just
that's not her name.
Along with her, like she just changes. You can't change.
Right, and sorry. And for me, Bliss,
you didn't know.
And for me, Bliss, I think it's all about respect, right? It's about respect across the board. If someone says they don't want to utilize that name, it's about respect. But respect is sorely lacking online, right? And it's true. They'll say this is a dox, but that isn't a dox. Oh, well, if sharing this person's name isn't a dox, then this isn't. But you change the rules of the game. That's like when you play Uno with your kids, that you're like, oh, you have to, you can only put down a 4 card or 2 on a 2 or 4. They want to change the rules of the game because they're losing. That's what this is. You know what I mean? And I think it's all about respect. Respect is the fundamental issue here.
Oh, Patty wrote this here. Yay.
It's not about having respect. So
here, actually,
I'm so glad you're here, Patty.
Who's that?
Because you got a lot to say, bitch. I want to know all
they have a lot to say.
I'm wrong for being pissed that somebody brought my child into this BS. Please let me know, because I saw your comments. I did. And I don't take them too kindly. What I think the internet needs to understand is not everybody reacts the same. We all have our triggers. Come for my child, I will go to the end, scorched earth, bitch. Okay, scorched earth. And I call everybody bitch, so relax yourself, okay? Don't be like, oh my God, I went there and I was called a bitch. Relax, I'm a bitch. But regardless, you have no right to ever, 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 ever mention my child unless I'm mentioning other people's children. So shut the fuck up. Like, I got no this bitch. But I want you to stay. I want you to stay in chat though, because I want you to hear this.
But I don't get what the point is that Popcorn was saying that her coworkers heard it. Okay, is that even relevant to the point of?
I don't think so.
I don't think it's even relevant. So what if she said her coworkers? So Popcorn doesn't have the right to share her channel with coworkers because she has to preemptively know that somebody's going to call her the P word or the G word.
Yeah, I'm not.
And that's across the board. I don't understand that. So that's like me, if people from my real life or people that I was co-workers with when I worked in harm reduction or substance abuse, I shouldn't let them know about my channel, even though My channel is my personality. They know I have a potty mouth. You're going to hear F-bombs all the time. I shouldn't let them know about my channel just in case somebody else wants to come and call me an egregious lie. That doesn't seem relevant. I think that what we're missing is the lack of respect fundamentally. And I'm going to keep saying that because that's the problem. That's the real problem.
Yeah.
The boundaries, the lack of boundaries all across the board. So I'm sorry, Bliss. Go ahead, because we're missing the point.
Yeah, well, because the point keeps changing. You'll see. All right, so Terry goes, popcorn. Okay, an anonymous creator then. You're trying to get the hang of it. I'll give you that, Terry. It's taken a little while, but... JJ, do you want to take this Terry comment? I just like when JJ reads Terry.
Of course I do, because I love to be Terry. Okay.
2 times speed, Terry.
Okay, an anonymous creator then. And then she says, Jugsy, girl, I've said all I have to say on all that Sarah shit. It's like beating a dead horse at this point. None of us were innocent, and that includes Sarah. I don't give a fuck about all that garbage. You fucked up. I fucked up. He fucked up. They fucked up. Let's just move on from that shit. Find something else to pick on. Oh, we found something, girl. We found it. Oh, wait, I'm still up. Okay. Popcorn. I ask, how can it affect someone who is anonymous in their real life? You can take an RO on someone, but they clearly can't take out one on popcorn, right? No, that's for the courts to decide, poor Terry.
Right. And popcorn says, does it matter? It is their choice to put their face online and mine not to. That doesn't make it okay to call someone the names that they called me. And as you can see, I will fight that vehemently and vigorously.
Okay. Popcorn. I get that, but it's not fought on level ground. You also technically just dock Chicago and B in my... What? There was no comments there. In my comments, it can't be both ways. Sorry. It seems to be considered a dox only when it comes from certain people other than yourself. Absolutely not. That's false. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. You be Bush.
Bush says, popcorn, what dictionary is this definition of a sock account coming from? Who says a sock account means it doesn't mean being a creator? You guys say a definition is one thing this week and then another next week.
No.
Bliss, you need to move down a little bit.
Yes, and I'm positive that that's not the case with a sock account. A sock account is an alt account from your original, dummies. But go ahead.
A sock account to me is an account that's used with the sole purpose of not sharing any identifiable information. Popcorn has let us hear her voice, right? She's told us how many children she has. She's told us she has a granddaughter, their age, her occupation, where she lives. These are all identifiable information that is easily accessed and people can go further and dig further. That to me is the opposite of a sock account. A sock account doesn't let you know anything about who they are. No identifiable information for you to feed off of and learn more about. Even with her voice, there are people that can identify a voice. I have a very distinct voice. You know what I mean? People that know me, what?
Oh, yeah, we definitely know you for sure. But I want to read potty mouths.
Oh, wait, I didn't finish. Let me finish reading what it says.
Okay, go ahead.
You guys say a definition is one thing this week and then another next week. The same with doxing. I haven't read anything anywhere that it has to be with being a creator or not a creator. Here we go. And it's making shit up as we go. No, and it's not about if you're a creator, you can't be a sock account. There are many soccer throwaway channels that are creators, right? They never use their voice. They use AI. Nothing. They don't have any avatars. That is
Yep.
the point that you're missing, Bushlight. There
Yes.
is identifiable information in the things that Popcorn has shared. She's an anonymous channel because she hasn't shown her face, but you can hear her voice. She's told a lot about her life. There are sock account channels that are creators. You'll never hear their voice. They never tell you anything personal. That's the difference. And a
Yep.
dox is a dox. I don't play that. This is a dox. If it's disrespectful when you're saying a name somebody never said on the internet, it's a dox. Point blank, period, in my opinion. And not everybody agrees with that. That's just how I feel about it. Everybody feels differently and they
I
have the right
agree.
to that.
I agree. But if
So,
you look up like the actual like, okay, Bliss Chris, like I didn't know her name. I didn't know, like,
right.
until we became friends. To me, she was
Mm-hmm.
Bliss or just Chris, like
Right.
I didn't know what
Right.
her name was. But if Bliss then took and like made another account and another account with different names and coming in and saying basically like the same things that Bliss Chris would normally say. Oh, listen, that's an alt account, okay? That's a sock account. Otherwise, her main account is Bliss Chris. I'm JJ.
Right.
Cindy is Selfie Queen Cindy. If we decide to get another account, that's a sock. I don't know why
Exactly.
that's hard to understand.
And I have two, and one I don't know how to get into. I have one sock, and it was only used for people like who had me blocked, and I wanted to see their comments. I will admit that
Right.
I have one sock.
I only have one now.
And most
She
of my
has potty
friends
mouth. That's your
know that
sorry.
sock.
Sorry, potty mouth. That's
Yep.
your opinion.
Yes,
But
she
just
has.
because there's things that you've heard her say that maybe you can identify doesn't mean that someone else can identify her with the
Right.
information that she shared. It doesn't. See, you're using your knowledge of certain things to gauge what's identifiable. Identifiable is saying how many kids you have, where you live. She's not only said the state, the city she lives in. That is identifiable information by the broad definition of it. Now, if you're not able to figure out who she is by that information, it doesn't negate the fact that she has shared identifiable information.
She's shared her address, potty mouth.
Yes.
That's not identifiable. I'm pretty sure that's the main thing that goes on your identification card.
Right.
Fuck out of here. Come on.
Like, don't. And then they'll be like, "You doxed me."
And then, Cindy, you are so on point too. Mama said it. Hold on. Mama said, "Good Lord, that group never made a logical fallacy they don't like, eh?" It's exactly that's exactly what they're doing the whole time. And potty mouth,
Yeah,
yes,
it's mind-boggling.
you wouldn't recognize something maybe that Popcorn says, but someone from her real life who knows her probably would.
May. Yes, that's the
Right,
point.
right.
That's
Okay,
the
let
point.
me show you. Like, let me give you an example of this. Okay, like recently, I think a lot of people have heard from this, and I'm not trying to say what's fine one way or the other, whatever. I'm just giving you an example. Okay, like when Whoopi Goldberg on The View refused to say the name of the bakery that she says would not make her birthday cupcakes because
Because of her political views.
yes, her political views, right? Well,
Yes.
guess what? ABC and Whoopi Goldberg is being sued the fuck out of. And you know why? An attorney after attorney has come on to say those dots, I guess, on the box of the cupcakes that were shown on
It's
camera
identifiable to who the baker was. Yes.
identifiable information. So
Yes.
when I said last week, you all like, and I'm telling you, like, a few of my friends, there's few of my best friends, like we go on vacation, everything together, are attorneys, and they said the same thing, saying not or refusing to say somebody's name is, or identify a person is not enough. If you give any sort of identifying information, even showing that box, it was like a pink box with dots or something on it, that was enough. You can't do that.
Can I elaborate more on that? So my channel is Selfie Queen Cindy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't go by my government name doesn't mean that somebody else can come on YouTube or on Instagram or anywhere and slander me and make false accusations and not be held accountable because my channel isn't my government name. I can still legally take action if they defame me, right? Even though my name isn't on my channel, because what they're saying is still slanderous and defamatory. It doesn't take away from the crooks of the fucking accusations because my name isn't on my channel. It doesn't give someone the right across the board to say harmful things, make accusations, false accusations against people because you feel that their government name is not attached to their channel or their social media. The accusations are just as harmful, and it's not okay. And it's dangerous when we start setting precedents of what is acceptable and what isn't. I'm talking about across the board. I'm not saying it's okay for this side, that side, all sides. That's my point. It's not okay.
Okay.
Punto
Potty
y
Mouth
final.
says they're fine. They'll bend on that. That's a start. I don't think I've ever heard anyone say that after Cindy explained something so eloquently.
And I'm not coming at potty mouth. I'm just trying to make my point across the board.
Right.
Seriously. You know what I mean?
Right. And it really is that way, because when Reddit, okay, like from a small scale, right? Like I'm not talking about politics and I'm talking about myself. When Reddit decided to put out, because they said in front of my office, I had a dirty mat, which I live in Florida. It fucking rains. Okay, I live in like the like country, that's where my office is. So yes, people wipe their boots on the fucking mat. Isn't that what it's for? And I got 3 of them which rotate with the dry cleaners. Regardless, no matter what they showed was enough. And I spoke to my attorney. People can believe me, they cannot, but there's a few things I don't fuck with, and those are my babies, okay? My son, my daughter, and my business. Do not fuck with it. And they did, and they posted the mat from like going on Google Earth or whatever, posted it on Reddit, and was like, it's not doxing. Oh no, bitch, it's doxing. And let me tell you, my attorney made it clear it's doxing. And if there's any kind of fallout, if I suffer even a penny loss, I have a lawsuit. So be careful when you're fucking with people online. I'm telling you, because y'all don't understand, you're gonna get the wrong one. You are.
And we have to separate the people, because I can acknowledge if something is said, like when T-Rex's kid was, right, when the phishing email went out and the videos or whatever were made, I felt that it was inappropriate. Don't utilize her son to point out the bullshit she does online. And everybody here knows how I feel about T-Rex. And so it's about the fundamental issues that we're having. A lot of times we all have biases. We would be liars if we didn't say as human beings, we don't have biases attached to shit. We don't let shit slide a little more when it's said about somebody we don't like. But this is not little tonterias. These are real things. These are people's kids. Right. These are people's children's medical issues. This is DV victims being utilized as pawns in these games of intimidation online. These are serious issues that if we remove the people, if we didn't know the people attached to it, fundamentally, we would say this shit is wrong. That is what we have to get back to. The fundamental principles, like, okay, this shit is wrong, no matter who it's done to. Hey, if you're getting emails by an abusive ex about a DV victim, say, I want no parts of that shit. Don't dangle it like a carrot because the person is being said about, or the information you have is about somebody you don't like. See you later.
Right.
Love you, puppy. Sorry. So I'm gonna keep saying that because I don't understand how it's that principle keeps getting lost on people.
Yeah, I think we proved our point there. Thank you guys. That honestly, because
you're
people are saying they get it now. So
Good.
all right,
I
let's
hope so.
we'll go down the potty mouth if they're still in the chat. Hey, potty mouth,
Let's
you're about
go
to come
potty
up.
mouth. Because listen,
right.
and potty mouth, I'm not like above or too good to apologize. If I was wrong in something you said, I will absolutely apologize to you and retract that publicly, because that wouldn't be cool. But we'll go on. So, where are we? Oh,
All right. Potty
that's
mouth.
At the bottom.
I got it. Terry, yes. Thank you. We are all done with the Sarah shit. She's gone. We are done. She helped put a larger divide in our two communities. Nothing good can come from her being brought up enough. That horse has been beaten to death, run over, and burnt to a crisp. That's funny, because I just saw... Thank you to the person who sent me a bunch of screenshots. That was fun to go through today. I just saw Terry talking about the whole Sarah situation in a comment section, and Terry actually said she can't just disappear for months and expect everyone just to drop it.
Wait, about Sarah? About Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
See, so if you're going to say in one breath, and I'm not saying potty mouth, but didn't Terry say it up there somewhere about Sarah, then when it's useful to your argument, you can't use Sarah as a pawn. Hey, remember what you guys helped do to Sarah? But then when it's brought around 180, hey, but you guys also did this to Sarah. Can we drop it? If we're going to drop it, let's drop it. Because I agree it should be dropped. I agree with that statement. It should be dropped. She's not here to defend herself. Anybody who listened to Sarah's videos could see she wasn't well. She wasn't well.
I agree.
So I get no pleasure in speaking about her. I never spoke about her then.
Never did.
Right. I never did either. So I agree with that statement. It should be dropped altogether. But then if you're going to say it should be dropped, you can't bring it up tomorrow or yesterday and utilize it when it fits your argument. But then when it goes against your argument, leave it alone. Leave it alone altogether. Leave her name out of your mouth altogether.
Right.
And that's the issue we all have as human beings. Like, you know what I mean? Stand by what you say.
Why they're bringing this lady into it anyway? Like, she's not even here right now that we know of, you know, unless she's under.
And the things that were done to her is horrible. Things that she said, I get it. But again, she wasn't in the right frame of mind. I'm, you know what I mean? Not even going to go through that. So I just agree it should be dropped. Her name altogether. She's not here to defend herself. Right.
Exactly.
I agree. I'm just looking at the screenshots of Terry going at Sarah. You guys, it's so disgusting.
That makes me sad. That makes me sad.
X out of it.
Surprised. This girl is like, this lady, I shouldn't say girl, is like obsessed with a certain few people. And I guess when you first come to YouTube, I understand how that can happen. You want to be loyal to the people that you meet and you think that are correct, but I promise you, and I'm telling y'all from someone who has made mistake after mistake on this app, thinking that the nice people are the nice people and they're the ones that are correct. It's not always that way. It's not. I promise you, it's not always that way. People
We've been there. We've done it.
They come on here and go crazy because they get mad at things that people say. Like me, I get twitchy. You know, mention my kid, and I listen. I cannot be held responsible for what I say if you speak on my children. Okay, and I will.
And I wanted to say, JJ, the situation with your daughter,
oh my God,
was a life or death situation, right? We've never talked about the situation itself. We never will, right? Never. But I can tell you, okay, and I'm not just saying it because JJ's my friend. Her daughter was in a life and death situation, and we asked for prayers. Yes, she could have passed away. Okay, and this is a young girl. And
23 years
so
old.
to bring up her daughter, I don't get the point in that. What was the point in that? To say because you asked for prayers for your daughter. And I would like to be shown where we disrespected Shelly's children, because I never spoke about her children except to say that her
Never.
children are innocent. Her children
Same.
are innocent, and
Yeah.
that's what we said. So we never
Exactly.
disrespected her children. We never spoke about any medical issues. I don't know her. And I know that I was in a situation when I was a kid, I was homeless, right? So children are innocent. That's what we said. I don't think that that qualifies as disrespecting her children or talking about her children. So saying the word children, you're not going to convince me that that's being disrespectful to someone's children, because T-Rex has done that. You say the word family, you're talking about her family. I'm not going to conform to that shit. Sorry.
Yeah.
I gotta breathe because I'm getting a little
I know.
animated.
Right,
Sorry.
Cindy,
You know,
or JJ, you
I
want to read your
never
comment?
told anybody, what my daughter, well, I can't say anybody. My closest friends know, Cindy,
Yeah.
and of course, Bliss Chris knows. And a few of my friends know what happened with my daughter. And to even bring that up as like a comparison is absolutely disgusting and wrong. And Terry, I am telling you right now, and I even said this to you, I never mention your children. Not even, I don't even know how many kids you have, what their names are, boys, girl, whatever, because it's not important to me. People's
No,
children
and we
are
don't talk
not
about people's
important to
kids.
me. Like,
Right.
leave
And
them
it's
alone.
no, we wouldn't talk about Terry's kids. And when I heard that somebody had put up a channel with her kids, that is disgusting. That is
Yeah.
disgusting. Her
Mhm.
and Brooke, that other woman, I only heard through the grapevine what was
That's
done,
not
and I
right.
don't agree with it. So I
I
want to
don't
say that.
either. I don't either.
So JJ, she wants you to read your comment
Okay,
because
I'm
there's
gonna read
Hold
it. I'm
some
on,
gonna read
comments on
hold
it.
it.
on one
Okay,
second.
good.
I
Mhm.
want to ask the chat, because we're going to get to this. I'm going to read this one more time. I want you
Mhm.
guys to tell me if you think this is Terry weaponizing JJ's daughter's trauma
Yeah.
to prove a point.
That has nothing, and keep in mind, y'all, this was like a month ago that my daughter, I got a call and I barely made it to the hospital in time. Like they were like wheeling my daughter into the
Into
emergency
surgery.
room, like
Yep.
emergency surgery. It needed to
Yep.
be done. She lost a pint and a half of blood, which the
Yes.
normal woman body has about 4 points of blood. So they told
Mhm.
me, like, we don't have time. Like, you got to give her a kiss now. Like, I'm
Yeah.
basically like kissing her on the cheek, like at the doors into
Yeah.
the emergent or into the operating room.
Yep.
So when I say it was emergency, it was emergency. I told people that my daughter had an emergency because it was, I just listen, I believe in God. I
Of
believe in
course.
prayer, and
Mhm.
I respect people that do not. I always think maybe they will in their own time, or whatever the case may be. I just, everybody believes in what they believe in, but I believe in God, and I only asked for prayers, and that was it.
Yep.
My
Yep.
daughter, was very ill, and that's all I asked for. And these motherfuckers had the nerve to bring it up.
But the way she did was very manipulative, Bliss, and I think you should read it again.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was so obviously weaponized and used for Terry to try to prove her point. But someone
Yeah.
in the comment section is going to say that me saying that she weaponized it is me reaching.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think it's reaching. And Terry Lynn, I have not come at you, but this was wrong. This was wrong. This was deflection and a horrible way to prove your point, because I would really, really appreciate if you show where Bliss, JJ, or me went after Shelly's family or her
No.
kids. Her
Mm-mm.
kids.
I feel
If
for her kids.
talking about situations that she has shared online, is very different. And I, for myself, didn't hear them specifically talk about any of the children's issues, because I wouldn't be okay with that, Terry,
I
heard
at
wouldn't be
all.
okay with that either. No.
I
So
heard
I
it.
think that this is a you're painting us with a broad brush, and it's problematic. It is, in my opinion.
JJ's daughter, her trauma should have never been brought into this. This is my whole point.
No,
Terry
no.
says, you are right about one thing. The real life drama I want no part of. Then maybe stop having people on your panel that talk about other people's families, okay?
Right.
I'm actually
And talk about other people's kids directly. Sorry.
Yes.
Exactly. I'm actually stunned that you're out here trashing a family when your own daughter was recently in a situation and needed prayers. How is that not weaponizing her daughter's trauma to prove her fucking point?
I'm growling, y'all.
Exactly what it is.
This pisses me off.
And also, JJ's daughter, since we're gonna go there, let's go there, right? JJ's daughter was in that situation at no fault of her own, at no fault of JJ's, right?
Nope.
So let's not compare apples to fucking tomatoes, bro. Okay? They're a fucking whole let me be easy, because again, what JJ's daughter went through was through no fault of her own, no fault of JJ's. The things that Shelly shared that affect her family, just like stupid mistakes that I've made that have affected my family, I had a direct link to. So the two have no correlation at all.
And remember, I asked for nothing. The only reason I said this was because I am a Christian and asked for people to pray because I believe in the power of prayer. And I completely respect people that don't. I do believe that people have the right to, believe in whatever they want to believe in, but I believe in the power of prayer. And I am thankful for anyone who said good words, good vibes, good anything. When I tell you that my 23-year-old, brilliant child almost died, I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. I would never exaggerate at something about something like that. I only have 2 kids. I have a son, I have a daughter. And it was fucking heartbreaking to see what she had gone through. And it took her a very long time. She's still not, but even though still in, nursing school, she wants to become a PA, and she's still in nursing school and still so upset that she wasn't there for exams and things that needed to be neat. And let me tell you, her fucking dean of her college, or not the dean, I'm sorry, the assistant dean of the college showed up at the emergency room when my daughter was wheeled into fucking surgery, because they love her and they want to, they just know she's such a great freaking kid and didn't deserve any of, it was not something we did. It was nothing she did. So fuck you, anybody trying to bring my daughter into this horse shit.
Yeah.
And UFO, where did we say that? No, but Bliss, where did any of us see? This is what they do. They try to bait us
Cindy,
into.
I think JJ did say that.
What did I say?
Oh, well.
What did I say?
About her kids sleeping on the floor? I didn't say that.
Well, yes, that's
I didn't speak about her kids.
Everywhere. It's been
all right,
said everywhere.
Let me stop real quick.
Sorry, but how the fuck do you not let? What are they sleeping on then? The counter? Because
okay,
it's a
JJ, I got you, girl. I got you.
Thank you.
Let's bring common sense back into the equation, and let's not pretend like how many adults? 3 adults and 4 kids in a 1-bedroom. Let's not pretend that that's okay.
Exactly. Let's not normalize that shit. Okay.
Mattress on the floor. Yes, that's
Let's not normalize that shit.
That's not okay. Now, should we have gotten specific and said her kids are sleeping on the floor? Probably not, JJ. I wouldn't say that, but I'm not JJ. Okay.
Exactly, and neither am I. What the hell?
Realistic. It's a 1-bedroom.
Yes.
Fucking apartment.
Yes.
Come on.
And I understand, Bliss, because I've shared in Brooklyn. I had a 2-bedroom apartment, right? And I can tell you, my boys had the bedrooms. I slept on the sofa happily. Happily, I slept on the sofa. Okay. So my boys had beds. It's before somebody goes there, and I'm not throwing digs at Shelly. I'm saying that preemptively before somebody says that. So I understand struggling. I understand that. I understand that you do the best with what you have.
So do
Okay,
I.
we understand that as well.
I do
This is
too,
not
but
her
I
best
find
though. And no one can say that this is her best. She's saying it's not her best and her own kids
Right.
deserve better. That's what she has
Yes.
said.
Yes. But
Yeah.
also, we have to understand that I was dragged all through YouTube when I was struggling. And I told the truth. And I
You
think it was
were.
important to show transparency. When I got my phone fixed, I showed it. When
You did.
anything I needed, I showed it. I think that that's important as well. Okay. When you're asking for help, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to need help. But you have to be honest with that as well.
And
That's
now,
important.
Cindy,
Yeah.
she's using the excuse that I guess because popcorn and popcorn streams that she's not going to come on and update anymore now because it's getting too risky and scary for her.
And that's fine. Then if she's not going to update, that is her right.
Good.
But then
And stop
don't
asking
ask for
money,
help if you're
bitch.
not going to elaborate on it as well, because people that donate have the right to make sure that whatever money that's coming out of their household is going towards what it's supposed to be going towards. I think that's important. It's okay to need help. It's okay but again, it's about being honest about what it's being utilized for, and not expecting that every 6 months I'm going to need help again, because how am I going to continue to pay the bills? You know,
Right.
and people could
Well,
be mad at me
we'll
all
see.
day at that. Yeah,
We'll
we'll
see what
see. And
happens.
I wish her the best. Genuinely, I wish her the best, honestly. So,
all right, JJ, you want to read your comment? We'll get to this
Sure.
thread now.
Absolutely. Okay. This is coming from me. So, it's going to be
Oh,
dramatic.
sorry. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Yes, I said what I said. That's my signature, honeys. My daughter had a life and death situation recently. So, how fucking dare you? Okay, so it doesn't say fucking, but how fucking dare you compare what that fraud put her own children through to my daughter having an emergency surgery due to a health issue? There is absolutely no comparison. You chose to have someone on your panel that absolutely went real life last night, which included speaking on very small children, yet you question me. Are you insane? I'm honestly asking because you stand on absolutely nothing that you say. Nothing. And that's the truth. Sorry. That's the way I feel. Hello?
I'm here. Sorry, I was
I'm
walking.
here too. I'm here too. She's like, hello. Yeah, you sounded like Medea.
Something else?
She said hello like Medea. What the hell? Hello.
Hello?
What the hell?
Hello?
You're exactly right. Did Terry, I mean, we're obviously going to go through the comments. Did Terry ever respond to any of your questions or anything you
None.
asked in this specific
Nope.
comment? Thank
No,
you.
she never
Thank you.
does. She
Nope.
never. She is like someone else that I know that just likes to say, "Are you insane? Are you crazy? Oh my God, guys, do you hear this?" Instead of answering or responding to the point that is being made. This is what they do.
Sounds like her and Coley could really be besties.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But Bushlight says you say, "Are you insane?" all the time. They have an issue
Yeah,
with you
I know.
saying, "Are you insane?"
Oh, I say it because I think there's a lot of fucking people insane on here.
Agree.
But wait, this is amazing because people keep asking me if I'm insane. So I'm like, this is the
And
best.
I think the goalpost is being moved. These comments are showing me the goalpost is being moved.
Every
Yes.
time.
Listen to me. So I'm a felon, right? But I was charged with a misdemeanor. So should I not be a felon because my original charge was a misdemeanor? The mother effers moved it up to a felony. Like, so you know what I mean? Like, let's not play it. Things
I
get
love
reduced.
my
Yeah.
felons.
Usually that's how it works, right? You're charged with a felony, your lawyer, over time you go to court to get it reduced. That is usually how it works. Not with my lawyer. That mother effer was backwards. But yeah, that's how it usually works. But it doesn't take away from the crime that I committed. I committed that mother effing crime. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So that's how the judicial system works. You work with a lawyer, you go over time, they get tired, they do a plea deal, usually it gets reduced. So let's say, for argument's sake, right, someone schmurders somebody, right? They get it dropped from capital schmurder down to involuntary manslaughter. Does it change the crime they committed because it was reduced? No, Terry. And but she's not a felon. It was reduced. Girl, you're moving the goalpost, Terry. Seriously, if you would just address the issues at hand, all of us address the issue. Somebody comes to me and said it because she's a bitch.
Oh, Cindy, you're going in and out. I don't know if it's just me, but disrespectful Wi-Fi. JJ, are you still here? Hello?
I'm here. Sorry.
Oh, Cindy. Yeah, Cindy's Wi-Fi was like, fuck you, and kicked her out.
I'm here. My Wi-Fi is okay, but okay. So what am I reading?
All right, I'll keep an eye for Cindy to jump back in. All right, so you be Jugs and yourself, and I'll be Bush and Terry.
Okay. So Jugsy says, right? Shelly stole Shelly is a or Shelly stole or Sheely stole Shelly is a felon embezzler. Whoop! Well, she did admit to embezzlement, so
I mean, she did. She put it on YouTube. Again, right. I would not be speaking about these things if it wasn't put on by the person who we're speaking on. Just saying. Bush Light Beer, we'll just call it Bush Betty. Bush Betty, Are you insane? Are you insane? If we have to keep hearing you say, are you insane? We will be.
I said, I got my answer. And I also said, I have the remedy for being annoyed by the way people speak. It's a secret, but I'll still tell you since you took the time out of your day to respond. Lean in closely so others don't hear. Don't fucking listen. It's amazing.
Well, at least Terry admits here that she doesn't know how all that stuff works. I mean, that's pretty clear.
I never saw these Tira comments. Oh, bitch! I'm gonna have some
yeah, you're right.
I never saw this. No.
I'll be Tira. We're gonna skip over the felon shit.
Okay. All
right.
Go ahead.
God, this one's gonna be hard. Hold on.
I'm gonna freak out right now.
Yeah.
I know I am.
JJ, don't yous own a business? Why do yous continue to play stupid games online when yous have so much to lose? Yous have cried victim how many times? But now instead of 90 day, you want to jump on the popcorn pig train and talk shit? Karma is a bitch. And I've known you to be one of the biggest bitches I've known for 4 years.
Woo-hoo.
Always in someone's business. Always chiming in. But when bad things happen to you, it's an outrage. You don't even do content. You're just a troll and a super hat. You pay them all to be your friends. And when they turn, girl, I could go on and on. Get it together. Find something productive to do. We all know you're way too good for all this anyways, right? That is fucking
no, this is my hobby, bitch.
Fucking bitch is
laughing at people like you.
Something productive to
fucking
do.
Bum. You're a fucking bum. You gave up your own child because you could not stop smoking weed. Fuck you. I don't even know why you're addressing me, or well, I know why I'm addressing you because it's kind of fucking fun at this point. You are a loser, and you want to talk about me like not have like how I spend my time. You spend your time in some stranger's fucking apartment for a little while and then get kicked out onto the streets, basically. And you have lived this way for years, you fucking skanky, smelly looking bitch. Okay, so shut the fuck up. I can't even believe this hoe is addressing me right now when she is who she is.
Well, Tira, you got some balls. I'll give you that, because
Yeah, she
the
sure
irony
does.
is lost on no one, baby.
She sure does.
You know what Tira does productive? She sits in a stranger's house and records their family and then posts it on YouTube.
And I ain't no troll. I am JJ. I've even doxed myself. I'm no troll, ho. You are. You are. You sit there and you speak on people endlessly. You want to be the victim so bad that even when you said that Roadhog and his wife were victimizing you, you would get your stinky, smelly ass up on live without brushing your hair, looking like your fucking breath stinks and all. Get up here and speak on other people. It's the fucking nerve. The nerve, bitch. Shut up. You got nothing to say. You live with a bum who drools as he drinks and dances, and that's your man, and that's who people should be proud of.
Shit.
I'm sorry, and I'm
Damn.
not even
Jesus Christ.
I'm not even like a judgmental bitch like that, but bring it to me, honey. Okay, bring it to me. You mention me, it's on, you fucking loser. You're a bum. And so is your man. And apparently so is your man's family.
Bendito no, JJ. They're innocent.
Well, they
Stop
have a
it.
home, at least. Just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
At least they have a home.
They have another clown car home too.
Oh my God,
like
Jesus
a
Christ.
fucking teeny tiny little thing with like 100 people keep coming out of it, like living in there. I mean, come on, y'all know that.
But in all fairness, places like New York, the apartments are clown apartments, bro. Like, I had a 2-bedroom apartment. That shit looked like a bunch of when we all came out of it too, you know?
Yes. And like all the boys, they're mama's boys. Look, my son is a mama's boy too. All right. But he still saved his money. And at 23 years old, and I did help him. I helped him to where he didn't have to pay rent or anything until, he was able to save enough for a down payment on a home, because I figured that if I help my kids enough now, I won't have to as much later, when I can, and I'm not retired and, don't have like an income, besides like an investments and things and Social Security and stuff. But still, regardless, she's an absolute fucking pig. Bitch, you live with a stranger in a living room, ho. Shut up.
Yeah. And I'm proud of my sons too. I live with my sons, but again, I live with my sons. They don't live.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? Like when you live with family, I think it's different.
Save their moms.
Very different. That's your family. Like you live, whatever family dynamic.
Those are my sons. Yeah.
Yes. And your kids, I mean, listen, y'all. Okay. I've said this, I don't know how many times now. I spoke to Cindy's son, and he was not taking no for an answer. Okay?
No.
There was no for an answer. He was taking her out of that apartment and her youngest son, and that was that.
Yep.
So, her kids love her. I mean,
and I love them. They're good boys.
But
no, so I'm saying, I said that to say I understand kids being mama's boys, like it's my sons. I have all sons. I don't know what it is to have a daughter, but I know what it is to have mama's boys, because my sons play no games when it comes to me, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
And he's
And
a
if
mama's boy to the hilt, man. Like,
right,
he's
but when I lived
every
in
day
Brooklyn,
that boy calls me.
but my door was always open to my sons no matter what. I didn't care if it was crowded. So I understand. I'm just saying I understand that mom taking in her sons, because
Yeah,
I always felt like as long as I have a place to rest my
of
head, my
course.
sons will. You know what I mean? So I get that as well. As a parent, you always have a place open to your kids, but you also want your kids not to have failure to launch. And thankfully, because my sons are so independent and
They are,
hardworking, they
yep.
were able to afford me a place to live. And that's a
You got
blessing, you
good
know?
boys,
And look,
all
That's a
five of
Glitter's
them.
blessing.
on point. Glitter said, JJ, don't you love that you had that opportunity to raise and help your son?
Yep,
Mama duties. Yeah,
yep.
that's what
Yeah.
parents do.
Yeah.
Damn right. Damn right. But this
Sacrifice. You
trifling
sacrifice.
Yep.
roach over here got something to say. Bitch,
All
shut
right.
up. I ain't no troll. I ain't no troll. I
No,
am who I
JJ's not
am.
a troll.
My name
Yeah.
is Jamie, and my middle name is Jean, hence JJ. And I've been called
Yep.
that almost my entire life. Okay, bitch? I'll dox
Yeah.
myself. I don't
Mm-hmm.
need for you to pretend like you're doing something to me that it, hasn't been done before. Ho, okay? You are
Why? Somebody said your
nasty,
name?
trifling bitch is what you are, Tira. Nasty. You are. You look dirty. You look like you smell. All
Hey,
that.
yo.
All that. I said what I said. And that's because this bitch had the nerve to address me, and I did not see this. So she must have blocked me, which is kind of funny.
I know. It's funny. So you mean the comment where she said, don't ever explain yourself to people like JJ?
I
That
can't
comment?
see anything that Tira said. So she must have blocked me.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy. Please block me, because I don't go looking for
I
her
know,
anyway. So
except if this dumb hoe is gonna say stuff like that and I'm gonna see it on the live, yeah, I'm gonna react.
it's kind of cowardly if you're gonna address somebody and you
Yeah,
have them
she's a
blocked. Don't
fucking
address them,
coward.
right?
She's
If
a
somebody
coward,
blocks me, I'm not gonna address them at all. Yeah. Hmm.
obviously a coward, because how many times has Glitter like said, let's go girl, let's meet up, and Tira suddenly becomes, oh, I don't do that. I don't suddenly she's this person who don't do that. It's just so odd.
Well,
It's
she
so
was about it though. She said, I've been at the Eagle. I ain't seen you. I ain't seen you.
That's because she ain't
Por
been at the
favor.
fucking Eagle. She been
Por
in an
favor.
apartment as she said she's
But
been.
we could say all that rah-rah shit online. It doesn't make it true, right? I could
Mhm.
say, meet me in Port Authority. Meet me in Port Authority. And never show up to Port Authority. Like, real gangsters move in silence. I'm sorry. You don't let somebody know. And why you got to meet her at the Eagle? You know where Glitter lives. Like, stop it. Just stop it. And I'm not saying for them to meet and
Right.
fight. I'm just saying stop it. Don't say, I'm at the Eagle. If you wanted to bring it to Glitter, you would have brought it to her. Just stop it. Just stop it. You know what I mean? Just
Right.
stop the bullshit. Stop the
And
theatrics.
I don't want that. Like, I
No, I don't
would
want
never
that
want to see
either.
like Glitter and Tira get into like
No.
a physical fight. If they
Get
did, I'd
themselves
be
put
like,
in
rah
jail
rah
over
Glitter, I'll
bullshit.
whoop
No.
your ass. But
But don't
No.
regardless,
play
I
like you're
don't.
about it though either.
Right. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Let's stop pretending. Because if you wanted it, you would have gotten it already. You know what I mean? So just stop. Stop it on with the online, with the come see me. Like, stop it. Stop it.
It's
Fuck
kind
out of
of
here. I
funny.
can't.
It's kind of funny that this bitch keeps saying this, but she's got. Listen, y'all. Like, people want to say, "Oh, don't bring people like into like people's real lives on YouTube." Well, if you talk shit about them endlessly, that's eventually going to happen. And this is exactly what Tira has done for years. Anybody that has tried to help her when they weren't on YouTube, she would talk such shit to make like, I guess, to make content or make money. I don't know, but she would speak so badly about people that only tried to help her. And to me that was disgusting. And I see that, like, I can't. For me, I think of like my, like friends that I had that are, in my actual vicinity saying, like, and that have known me for years, going on a YouTube channel and talking shit about me when I don't even know they're doing that and I'm helping them. It makes no sense. Like,
No,
who does
but what
that?
makes no sense more to that is like that's like me coming online and like when I lived in Brooklyn, if I would come online and talk about my neighbors, right? And I gave enough information that people in my real life knew exactly who the neighbors were that I
Yeah,
was speaking about, and people online to say that I didn't cause any injury to these people because they don't have to come online and solidify that it's them. It doesn't lessen the blow to them that people in our real life are side-eyeing them or may go up to them and be like, you know, that Cindy was online saying that you're a piece of shit, that
yeah,
she had to feed you and she had to help you do this and she had to
yeah.
help you pay your light. It still affects them. So again, people to be willfully ignorant, that how dare Glitter and Nelly come online and defend themselves when they put themselves out there. We didn't know who she was talking about. Okay, good for you, but that doesn't mean that other people in their real lives didn't know that that's who she's talking about. And now they're looking at them like, oh shit, they probably robbed me too. It doesn't lessen the damage that was done to them. And this is what people always try to do. They try to move the goalposts and blame the people coming to defend themselves. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like,
Ew! Oh my God, why are you showing
This
us
is
that
who is
thing?
calling my girl JJ a troll.
Yeah, that bitch.
Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy.
Are you fucking kidding
No.
me? Talking about Cindy's makeup and
Yep.
this
Yep.
Yep,
person.
she one time came at me about my makeup
Yep.
when I
Sure
have
did.
so many streams with Tira in my chat. Arf, arf, arf. Cindy, you could pull off any color. Cindy, you could pull off any look. Cindy, you killed that look. And then I did an eye look, and because I wore like a frosty lip color, trying to come at me, oh, she needs to stop wearing that pink frosty lip. Bitch, I could wear whatever the fuck I want. It's my face, my mouth. How does it affect you? What I'm wearing on my lips? Like
I
it's
wouldn't
hilarious to me.
in a
Hilarious to
million
me.
years if I looked like that and took care of myself like that and lived a life like that. I would never in a million years utter a word about anybody that actually takes care of themselves, does their makeup. I would never, like, I would feel like the biggest asshole because I'd be a fraud.
Well, JJ, you're just a fucking troll. So don't talk about me. Like really.
That's what she says. Terry, don't ever explain yourself to people like JJ. She's a many-year troll.
What?
And then Jugs
I'm a
says,
channel.
Tira, hey, maybe you can live with Shitty's porch kitties. Tira says, why do I need a place?
Clear your throat, bitch.
Who the fuck why do I need a place to live? Go embrace your 500-pound ogre. What?
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
human
not
beings
cool.
need a place to live, typically. Yes, Tira. That may be foreign to you now, but yeah.
Exactly.
And I think living with porch kitties is actually nice.
And it should be anyone's aspirations to have somewhere to rest their head. You know what I mean? Like,
right? Who doesn't want to go home at the end of the day and have their own space, to just lay
I can't
down?
imagine. I can't.
I know.
No, I can't.
All right, so this is Jugs. Tira, I'm sure once that family is told what you've been saying online about them, they're going to put you where you belong, and that is on the street. Maybe you cuddle with Shelly to keep warm. Pass the crack pipe back and forth, and y'all can exchange stories on how horrible of parents y'all are. Holy shit, Jugs. Jugs word. Jugs word.
I love Jugsy. She don't play. Okay.
All right, JJ, you're up.
Okay. Fraud. Okay, and listen, guys, I had no idea. Remember, keep in mind, I didn't see those other comments about Tira because she apparently blocked me. So that way I couldn't see her bitch ass. Y'all bitch ass.
So hold on, you don't have her blocked?
No, I don't have that Tira Nicole 2 blocked? No.
Yeah, because that's like a newer channel
Yes,
for one.
exactly.
But it's funny, like she could see your comments though.
Yes. So
Huh.
she blocked me and probably was looking at that from
From
a
Fox.
sock account.
Yeah.
An actual real sock account, which I'm not, Bliss is not, Popcorn's not, Jugs is not, Cindy is not, okay? Because that's our actual accounts that we come on here on.
Yes.
So you people are a little slow.
My
when it
only
comes
account I
to
use.
All you
figuring this
people in
shit
the
out.
bushes,
But okay,
and
I
the
say
UFO that came in here, you can come in under your own account. There's only, I think, 2 people blocked from my channel. So y'all can come in. You don't need a sock account. Just come here
right,
and say it with your whole chest.
say what you got to say. Like, we're all adults. I mean, if you got something to say, just say it and we'll answer it, or, and I'm not, I promise y'all, I'm not a complete asshole. I get it. It might seem like that, but these motherfuckers had the balls to come at children and then had the nerve to mention my child. So that's why this entire chat was a little bit amped up. That's why. Otherwise, I wouldn't. It's kind of like a back and forth. They can call me a bitch or whatever, and I don't care as long as it's not, the P word or anything against children, because like those things come with severe consequences. You are putting people's lives at risk at the most, and at minimum putting them at risk to be harmed by other people, because people don't like that shit. I know I don't, right? Like, I don't like people who mess with children.
No.
Sure.
Mm-mm.
So could you
And-
imagine being a dude who don't like agree with that kind of stuff? So if I were you, Terry, and all y'all over there that seem to like not have a brain working, I would think of that. Okay? Think of that, because not everybody is the same when it comes to children being mentioned, and I promise you, I'm not the same. And I don't give a fuck if you're going to like it, if I come at you back, or if I mention your family back. I promise you, I will not care. I will do it and sleep soundly at night, right? Whereas other people, they can hear something and then someone can come back at their kids and they can ignore it. I'm not that person. Sorry.
And for me, it just depends on my mood. Mama made a really good point, and I feel like people are really downplaying what Shelley did. Mama says financial malfeasance is not a victimless crime, regardless of whether it carries a felony or reduced sentence. Thank you, Mama.
Agreed.
And I'm sorry, anyone who
there are victims. There are victims, right?
I don't care if it's a felony, a misdemeanor. I don't care if you even got away with it. If you are anywhere near like an embezzlement scheme and you have a GoFundMe and I'm a possible person who donates, I think I have a right to know and then make a judgment decision from there.
Right.
So I'm just saying.
Give people all the information and allow them to make the choice for themselves. When you're deceptive, you're making the choice for them, and you open yourself up for all of this to come out. I'm a felon, yes, but I've never lied or scammed anybody. I'm also never been in trouble for embezzlement or any of that. My thing was always with drugs when I was a drug addict. And that was 23 years ago. I learned my lesson. I changed in my life. You know what I mean? You have.
Oh my God, you are nothing
different.
like that. That's, it's just, you are the most, like, one of the most grounded, amazing people ever. And it sucks that people still try to drag you for a life that was so, it feels probably to you, because I know when I was 20, it felt like years ago, like years and years, and like so
Yeah, it
many
feels like
moons
another
ago,
lifetime
you know?
ago. It feels like another lifetime ago.
Yes,
I was a
another
different
lifetime.
person. I was in
Perfect.
my 20s. I was in my early 20s. I was a mess.
Yeah.
I was a mess. You know what I mean? And I'm not perfect, but this person, batshit passionate, said you all go real life again, painting
No.
everybody with a
Nope.
broad brush.
No.
No,
False.
no, ma'am.
No.
No, sir.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that shit, I want you to prove where I've ever gone in real life. And Terry, I want you to prove where I've attacked and gone after Shelly's children. Show it.
Likewise.
Yeah, we don't do that shit, man. Like, and the reason that Bliss, Cindy, and I are such close friends, and we have two, like a couple more that are very close with us as well, that we don't want to like completely put out there, because we just love them and they're quiet or whatever, but they get it all. They do. But the reason that we get along so well is just that, like, it's the core things, right? Like, we don't agree with going at kids. But I'll tell you what, recently, I and Bliss kind of have like kind of scratched our heads on these things when it comes to like, listen, we're not going to judge people that have to do what they have to do when people have come at them endlessly and hardcore about their children, their families, their jobs, their real lives. And I
I'm not
just
going to
can't
judge anybody
judge.
either.
I'm
My
not
standards are
judging your
mine, but I
guy.
can't put that on anybody else, right? I
Nope.
won't do it because I
Nope.
don't do to others what I don't want done to me, but I'm not going to tell anybody else how they have to respond or react to something done to them.
And
You
that's
know
what
what I
they do,
mean?
Cindy. Not only do they put their standards and their boundaries onto us,
Yes.
I lost my train of thought. Sorry, and it happens. Y'all, it's gonna happen a lot. They go above that, is my point. They
Right.
put what popcorn says onto all of us. They put what Jugs
Yes.
has said onto all of
Yes.
us. Like it's
Yes.
all encompassing with them.
And that's
And
what
the
I
most
don't want
infamous
to
is putting what
do.
Roadhog did on all of us. Like,
And
I'm
that is
tired of
their
that shit
main
too.
fallback. Every single time they can't combat something, obviously Terry can't answer questions. She is going to fall back to that every single fucking time.
Well, they can keep doing that. And, you know, just like I said, I don't want to blame anybody that is not actually guilty of anything. And like I said to Potty Mouth, listen, if I'm wrong, I promise you, I'm going to apologize profusely, probably till the end of time, because I hate being, I hate that. And it's not that I hate being wrong. It's, I hate accusing someone of something they didn't do.
All right, well, we'll
I
see.
hate
I
that.
don't think we're going to get through this whole thing today. Do you want to take
No,
on
we're not.
comment?
We're not. But where are we at right now? Okay.
Right
So
at the top.
me,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
fraud is a deliberate act of deception or misrepresentation that intends to gain an unauthorized benefit or cause a loss to another person or entity. I did not call her a felon because apparently above it was said that from Terry that I called Shelly a felon. No, I did not. I said she's a fraud, right? Fraud is a deliberate act of deception or misrepresentation that intends to gain an unauthorized benefit or cause a loss to another person or entity. I did not call her a felon. I don't know what her criminal record says, and I don't want to know. I don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, don't show me her shit. I'm calling her a fraud based upon her own words. My embezzlement. That's what Shelly said. She owns it. She says, my embezzlement, my embezzlement. Anytime you hear about the embezzlement, she calls it my embezzlement. Bitch, you stole from your fucking family. Worst of the worst.
And I don't think JJ judges people on being felons because two of her besties
No,
up here were sandwiching her up here. We're both felons.
I would
So
never. No, I don't
Yep.
give a fuck. I don't care about
right. Me
people's
and Bliss are
past.
both felons,
And
not
guess
proud
what,
felons,
guys?
but we own it.
Guess what? I never shared this. I don't even know that you guys know this. One of my felonies, because I do like Cindy, I got two time. One of
Hmm.
them, I didn't do what they accused me of, but I still have the felony.
Oh
Shit
my
happens.
God,
Yes,
Bliss.
that
Me
happened to
too.
her
Me
too.
Yep.
too.
Yep,
My second felony, I was not guilty. I was
yep.
100% innocent. And I
Mm-hmm.
took the charge because, may my sister rest in peace, they wanted to arrest my sister. They wanted her bad. And they told me, you'll go home. Just call her. That's all you have to do. And I said, well, sucks to be you. And I ended up getting sentenced to
Yep.
2 years because I would
And
not do that.
and
I
you
was innocent.
always said that. You said that 6 years ago. That,
Yep.
it was something that your sister did, and you just weren't willing to tell your sister, like you weren't willing to turn her in.
I had
And
no
I
idea.
get
All I
that.
did was went to a pharmacy to pick up medicine. It wasn't in my name or anything. I didn't know my sister had stolen the whole prescription pad and the damn doctors, all of that. I had
Yep.
no idea, honestly. And again, my family watches my channel. My sister's kids, my nephews and nieces watch my channel. I would
Yep.
never lie on my sister. I love my sister. May she rest in peace, but they
Yeah.
know that's the truth.
And God
You
bless
know,
her. May she rest in peace.
the first felony, that was all me. That was all my stupid ass. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Same. And hey,
Yeah.
Stanley. Hey, Wind Whispers.
Hey guys.
I love my
All right, let's
family.
move on to batshit.
Yes.
Okay.
JJ, are you insane? Don't share shit about your life then. I don't because I'm not ready for it to be part of this whole web. You
Oh,
all go real life, and now everyone's info is info for everyone.
no.
See,
No
All
but
right,
that
way.
so we
shit has the privilege of saying that without worrying about
exactly,
any backlash. So it's easier to say
exactly.
that shit. I don't share shit about my life, but yet you're telling somebody else what they should do with theirs with the privilege of being anonymous, which is cool.
See, but my
But
whole thing
yeah,
is, I don't judge whether a mom or a dad chooses to share their kids on here, maybe a little bit like I do, like redacted faces. That
yeah,
I don't care. That is your choice as a parent. I am not going to judge
true.
that. But
Right.
Hmm.
all of us are adults here, and we do know what's respectful. We know what, like, you just don't talk. Like, I don't care if someone shared their child Jillian at the zoo yesterday. You don't go in and make a comment somewhere like, oh my God, did you see Jillian at the zoo in the giraffe pit and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's, you just don't talk about other people's kids that you don't know them. Like, just because JJ shared that doesn't mean that everyone now has the right to talk about JJ's daughter's trauma. And you barely
No.
shared anything. You asked for fucking prayers.
That's it. That's it. I said she had to have emergency surgery, and I asked for prayers. I am a Christian. I am so. Actually, no. Fuck all y'all. Like, I'm not sorry at all that I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. And if I'm asking for and I promise y'all, I got a ton of DMs telling me that they were praying, they put in prayer cards at their church, whatever, for my daughter. And it made me feel so good. And I let my daughter, whose name is Jules, I was reading to her, and she was like, oh, that's so nice, Mom. That's so nice. Like, she's 23 years old. What the fuck is wrong with you people?
That's what I'm saying. Like, what
people?
is wrong with these people?
Exactly.
All right, JJ, read your next one. You got too
Okay,
long.
my next one. Another reason not to mention my child when it was not about her. You never know who you are dealing with, which is all the more reason to zip your pie hole. Seriously, girl. All these bitches need to zip their fucking pie holes. I've said many times that when it comes to either of my kids, I become absolutely insane, unhinged, if you will, when they are mentioned just for the fuck of it. The answer to your question is yes. And I wear that level that I am willing to go to with complete pride when it comes to weird ass bitches speaking on them for no reason. You're barking up the fucking wrong tree, lady. I added the fucking, but yeah. Oh, it's me again. To this bat shit. Could you imagine naming yourself bat shit anything? No, neither can I. She says, oh no, I'm answering her. I share whatever information I want. I will handle heifers that believe all parents react the same when their kids are tossed into crap that doesn't pertain to them. I never mentioned Terry Lynn's kids. Not at all. In fact, I tried to help get the docs of her kids taken down by reporting, and I did. Okay, I tried to help that girl. Fuck you, Terry Lynn, from now on. Terry Lynn allowed that that bum to go up on her panel and speak about someone else's baby. I said, speaking about a 3 to 4-year-old's issues is absolutely wrong. Terry Lynn decides to toss my child into it. That's what happened. And I really don't give a fuck if you like how I handle it or not. There are no spoken rules on how one should handle such things. As I've said, if I were you, I would shut the fuck up about my kids.
Exactly.
And I mean that for all. I really do. Like, shut the fuck about my kids. I don't play.
Batshit. Laugh out loud, because everything you just said was apparently fucking funny. Obviously, you like to have issues then. This is how you get your thrill, I guess. People are going to mention the things and people you mention. Don't want people talking about your kids. Don't talk about them publicly, or just have the thrill you are seeking. She asked for prayer.
So what? I don't understand. So
I don't either.
So they're mad about Shelly's kids being talked about when they weren't talked about. But JJ, don't even mention that you have a daughter, because then your daughter's fair game. But we're all in an outrage about you guys talking about Shelly's kids when you didn't talk about Shelly's kids. But then there was a whole panel with Glitter's kids being spoken about in detail and about struggles they may have. But we're gonna turn the mirror onto you. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. Shut the entire fuck up.
So much easier right now to deal with it because my daughter, she's at a certain, she had an amazing surgeon and they did what they needed to do and she's doing great. But what the fuck, man? I would never mention someone's ill child that almost just died weeks ago. And when I say that, I would never in a million, my child and the word death do not belong in the same sentence. I would never say that unless it was absolutely true. Okay. I'm a woman of faith. I believe in you don't do that. You don't say those kind of things unless you're ready for it, or you don't lie about those kind of things because it will happen. And I believe that. And I would never lie. Yet this bitch, Terry Lynn, decided to throw my child's situation into this bullshit, which had nothing to do with it. Nothing. I was defending Glitter and Nellie's kids. What the fuck, man?
Well, this is my main point of this stream. Cindy, what you just said actually it all depends on how, just the semantics of it all. One day one thing is okay, the next day it's not okay, and then because we're doing this it's not okay, but they can do that to JJ. Like none of it makes fucking sense. None of it.
It's because it's hard to acknowledge that you effed up. It's hard to acknowledge that you effed up. That's it. It's easier to say, but look at you. You know, the sleight of hand. Don't look at my left hand. Look at my right hand. You know, it's easier. And I get it. Yeah, I get it. It's hard to acknowledge, damn, I messed up. And I let somebody on my panel who said some bullshit yet again. I messed up. But until we're able to acknowledge our wrongdoings and realize that two things can be true at the same time. Okay, you did some fuck shit, but I also did some fuck shit. We're never going to grow as people, and we're never going to find common ground because we're too busy doing sleight of hand.
Well, that's exactly Terry, because I was in there kikiing with some of her supporters. We were actually finding common ground, and then Terry came in and threw a fucking wrench in it, and it's the exact same fucking thing that she did the next morning after Popcorn's really nice live with Jugs. She came, woke up in the morning and chose fucking violence for some reason and completely threw a wrench and all that too.
And I don't understand how batshit passionate is going to say, obviously you like to have issues. Did you miss the part where she was tagged in this post? Did you miss that? That JJ was called like, hey, you, JJ, come here. I'm talking to you. Right. So her answering is her somehow looking for issues when she was tagged. So that means I want you to look at this. I want you to respond to this. And when she does, LOL, obviously you like to have issues. It's a thrill for you, but don't look at the fact that you were tagged. All
right, so just to make it clear, Bush Light Beer Cave Betty was an account made 1 month ago. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what's this
one of them?
Bat shit passionate? Let's see.
Yes, ma'am.
I just have a feeling. Okay, three years ago. Actually, this seems like a real actual channel. So yeah, they're just an idiot.
Okay. They're just somebody who is omitting the part that JJ was tagged in the post.
Exactly.
You know, right? Okay.
They are all, most of them are. Honestly, Dogs, I don't even know that some of these people are idiots. I just think they want to ride for their team. Whereas me, Cindy, and JJ, we just ride for our beliefs because we actually have integrity. We stand on what the fuck we say.
Yeah, I try. I know that I'm biased, and I know that I don't cut people off when they make mistakes. I don't, but I also, you won't see me in a comment section defending some fuck shit they did. I could guarantee you that.
You won't. Nope.
I could guarantee you that. If somebody does something wrong, you will not see me in their comment section deflecting from that and saying they didn't do the fuck shit that we all know they did.
Exactly. Hey, Pop. Popcorn,
read this fucking hose comment to me before I go nuts. Go ahead, girlfriend.
All right, I'm gonna read this. Popcorn's up. I don't know if she can hear us though.
Oh, she is. Oh, yeah, she's here. What's up, Pop?
Girl, yeah, I don't think she can hear us.
I can now. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Hear you.
Yes.
I just want to clarify something for the slow, because there's a lot. So, first of all, I never called Shelly's husband a pedophile. Roadhog did. Okay.
Yep.
So that's one thing.
Correct.
Yes.
Oh,
two, they
Pop. Your mic keeps coming in and out.
Hold on.
Is she quiet for y'all?
Yes, I can't hear anything.
Yeah. I can hear you, but you're low.
Well, that's a first.
Now you're better. I hear you better.
That's good.
Hear you. Thank you.
I did not call her husband anything. Roadhog did. That's number one. Number two, I gave her 2 months to apologize. I didn't ask her to grovel, bend the knee, kiss my ring, any of that shit. Okay.
No, of course
All I
not.
said was, I want you to make a public apology. You accused me publicly. I want a public apology.
Yep.
You don't have to. I even gave her the opportunity to do it on her own channel in a video. Didn't care. Said, I just want an apology. and she chose stupid. That's why she got what she got. And I don't feel bad. I won't feel bad. Don't wait around for that, because it's probably not going to happen. So
I get you, girl. I
I
get
am
you.
not a stock account.
When I say
Mm-mm.
something, like, I don't feel bad either.
No,
And I mean, unless I'm dead wrong and I realize I am, like this whatever mouth or whatever, like if
yeah,
I'm
potty mouth.
wrong, but yes, I will say that I'm wrong. Absolutely, 100%.
Well, I have apologized to people that I have wronged, and that's what they seem
Yeah,
to
and she
forget.
fucked you over the next day.
I not only apologized to her, but I didn't have any beef with Amber or Amanda, I think her name is. But for shits and giggles, I apologized anyway, because they tend to group me and Jugs together. So when they're saying
Yep.
Shelly's been harassed, and I love Jugs, and I would ride or die for Jugs. I would absolutely like do what I had to do for Jugs, okay? But Jugs has also come out and said I was the one tagging her 50 times a day, not Popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Popcorn has maybe 12 things on my channel. Nothing on my channel is deleted, because when Jugs opted that night to delete everything, that was Jugs' channel, Jugs' decision, Jugs' best interest. And I said to her, hell will freeze over before I'll delete anything, because I can tell you before morning the shit's going to hit the fan again. And I should have played Powerball. I should have, because I would have won.
Yep. I didn't think it would go down that quickly. Like, I'm going to be honest, I woke up the next morning and saw that bullshit, and it took me by surprise. All right, I want to read what Terry says here. I didn't even realize
Bliss,
she brought
I'm
up
gonna
my
be
friend.
pissed off. I'm pissed.
know.
I just read this and it
Yeah.
pissed me off.
I know.
Yep.
I have not read this, but all I see is Dina's name, and that's going to piss me the fuck off. But before
And the
we
part about Glitter's kids, it pissed me off. I read this
Yep.
and Dina, why
I
the
didn't
fuck
go
I
any
can't.
further. I didn't go any further. I saw Dina. Why is Dina being brought up? Anyways, omnipotent mama. See, this pisses me off. I can't put this comment on the screen. Says their argument is a false equivalency. They are weaponizing empathy.
Wait.
Shelly put her
Wait.
kids.
We don't see that on screen, right?
No, you can't, because remember the stream.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's why I said I wish I could put this shit on screen. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Their argument is a false equivalency. They are weaponizing empathy. Shelly put her kids out there in a vulnerable spot. JJ did not. We care about Shelly's kids. We also care about the fraud too. Thank you. Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's
True
the
at the
point.
same time.
That's the point.
Wow.
It's not only the fraud. You realize that, right? It's not only fraud. It is the fact that if you read everything that I posted and you listen to that stream and you go to the one that's all highlighted in yellow, where she says her aunt tried to drop off a will when her dad was still living. So I don't know if anybody in this group has ever had the unpleasant pleasure of being a probate executor. It's not fun, but you do have to show your license and other documentation to even file the will. So she's alive.
Yes, they have to, because the liability that they'll have if they just allow somebody without any proof of who they are that anybody could bring in any will. I could write up a will tomorrow of my dad's and bring it in. And
the
come on.
Absolute fucking irony of her saying she hired a handwriting expert to prove that it was forgery.
You fucking loser.
Wow. Wouldn't the state do that? Wouldn't the state pick it up if there would be criminal charges if
they find out he's still fucking alive? And the fact that when she says all of this, she's been actively stealing while he was in the hospital. She was using his monies that were coming in from whether it was Social Security, I don't know what income it was, but she owed that estate $58,000 plus the 41 she stole from the aunt and the two cousins.
Where did it go?
Nobody's absorbing.
Where did it go?
You know, I don't want to get into any more specifics of like her stuff.
I have no idea. I wasn't there.
You're an idiot if you don't consider this stuff and just choose to ignore it. That's what I'll say. Cool. All right, let me read this last comment from Terry, and we got to get going.
Yeah.
It's almost 5 o'clock, y'all. It's crazy.
I know. It goes.
All right. All right. I know this is going to anger me. I'm just going to try to read it without reacting, though.
I'm
Okay.
a freak. I know it.
JJ, I've never even mentioned you in any negative way. Yeah, I've asked you questions about your choices, especially when it came to sitting in Roadhog's chat while he bashed other women. Remember the shitness days? I do. That's how I found Anne, who was being slammed by that abuser, and you were in that chat.
Sure was.
I mentioned your kid because if it were my daughter who had a near-death experience, oh, you fucking bitch.
my God.
Sorry, I won't do that again. The last thing I would be doing is coming on YouTube and continuing to bash the fuck out of people. It was meant to be taken as a parent-to-parent comment. There was clearly no malice intention, or else I would have worded it differently. I will apologize for not wording it well enough, though.
Oh my God.
I will continue.
She knows what the
to
fuck.
Yeah. She knew what she
I
fucking
know.
said.
I
Fuck
know.
you, Terry Lynn.
I know.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So not
You
related to Terry
nasty
Lynn.
bitch.
This is related to Potty Mouth in the chat. So Potty Mouth asked, what did her mom or Mike do to me to deserve the stuff that I put out there? Let me ask you a question, Potty Mouth. What did my kids or my husband do to be called a pedophile and a groomer?
Exactly.
Yep.
Well,
I'll
you
wait to
can
hear
answer
that.
that.
I was going to ask that too. Yep.
My husband's
Let's
right here.
wait
You're
to
on
see what-
speaker. I mean, if you want to ask him a question, he's right here because he took it better than I would have. He's the silent, quiet one, and that's not me. He's the one that
Also,
made me give Shelly
the
a
link
chance to
is pinned.
apologize.
If Potty Mouth actually wants to speak, the link is pinned.
I offered them
Yeah.
a stream.
Come up here. I would love to talk to anybody that got some shit. to
Potty Mouth,
say.
what you missed is Popcorn asking you, what did her husband and kids and grandkids do to deserve what was done to them?
If you're mad at me, speak on me.
Her granddaughter was called a rat. Her
But
grandbaby.
she was called more
Right.
than that.
And what did
Terry
my
Lynn, the
fucking
fucking
child,
the sloth,
almost
said I wanted to
dying.
smack my granddaughter in the mouth and push her down a flight of stairs.
What
Where the fuck did they get that one from, Popcorn?
I I have no fucking idea. I have
Because
none.
I've heard that said by multiple people and have never, you would think something like that would have been clipped.
Yeah, well, of course they can clip and snip anything. Look where they said I called her
Well,
husband.
Terry
something.
can't. Remember, Terry can't screenshot.
Well, Terry can't read her own chat, so I mean, there's that too. But
Or pay attention to her guests. So what the fuck does she do on her channel?
I don't know. But Johnny Carson's job will always be safe.
All right.
dumb motherfuckers
I
don't
sent you something.
understand what it's like to actually love your child, and fuck you,
No, they don't.
Terry, and fuck you, anyone else that has something to say about my daughter, like a 23-year-old, like
She's a
student
baby.
who
My
is
kids are older than
becoming
her.
a PA, and like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? Like, every single one of you that mentions my child in regarding this dumb bullshit that has nothing to do with her or him, I'm gonna come for you. I'll destroy you. I'm giving you a warning. And if you continue, just ask others who came for my kids. Okay? Just ask others. That's all I'm gonna say.
I sent
yeah.
you a gift, Bliss, in your email for
Is it a
you to
short?
play. It's about 3 minutes long, but we were, everybody's jealous of Tara's boyfriend, so I sent you a video that totally is a remake of him from Cindy's old enough probably to remember, but you and JJ may not be.
Who?
It's just literally a short that we were talking about. He drools really bad.
Yeah, he
So
does.
he drools like a. So I sent you a video to play. Merry Christmas.
It's so disgusting. It's like that's not even drool. It's like spit oozing out, like a massive amount of spit oozing
Why
out of
do
a
y'all watch
person.
her? I
It's
haven't
I
been
don't.
to your
so
channel in
gross.
Seriously,
don't.
I'm clueless to anything y'all talking about. I have no
It's
Yeah.
idea.
I only know
disgusting.
because of Jugs. That's it. I only know because of my baby. If
Hmm.
she sends me
Yeah.
anything she thinks is gonna make me feel, better when I'm feeling crappy today.
It's so nasty, girl. It's
But
so
Yeah,
I
nasty.
I
I
don't.
sent that video to you because it's 100% of what you would see inside the home where Tara is
It's
staying.
a
100.
short, right? Like a
It's like
short of
it's a
this guy
TikTok.
dancing while he's like
Oh
drooling
no
out
no
of his,
no
like
no.
wasted drunk and
But I won't talk
drooling
about him. You know
everywhere.
why? Because my
Yeah, I'm good.
ex-husband is an addict, and people could make fun of my ex, and I that would break my heart. You know what I mean?
This is
And
not
what
of
I
him.
find attractive is no, I know you, the short isn't, but I'm saying what I find attractive or what I found attractive,
True.
somebody else may not. You know what I mean? So
But he
I don't
wasn't
fault the
always
guy.
that person either, Cindy. He
Yeah,
was not always
no, he
what
wasn't.
people see today or you know, may see today. He was somebody different 30 years ago.
Yeah. And I
Yes.
hope that her boyfriend gets it together because alcoholism is dangerous too. You know what I mean? So
It ain't nothing to play with.
I
yes, nothing
agree.
to play with. So
Yeah.
go ahead,
All
Bliss.
right,
Continue reading this.
let
Yeah.
me finish getting pissed off. Okay. I will continue to share Shelly's GoFundMe because she's not the monster parent you guys have been trying to portray. I beg to differ. I'm going to go a step further and share some of her videos where she talks about her past. You had no problem posting some Dina lady's wish list, right? You fucking woo, Terry, you fucking bitch. Okay.
You fucking
You
bitch.
nasty, disgusting fucking cunt. So now you're gonna bring someone else into the mix to prove like a pointless fucking point. Fuck
Wait,
Dina.
wait, but
Terry.
she's saying that Dina lady. There's so if she's saying she saw an old video and she's gonna say that Dina's twisting the story. Dina left a
Uh-uh.
situation that was abusive to her, and that was
Fucking bitch.
abusive to her
Oh my God.
daughters. Terry Lynn. Okay,
Yeah, bitch.
Dina has been very vulnerable and shared her mental disorders. She's accepted responsibility, Terry Lynn, for all the mistakes that she's made. If you want to go see her recent video where she accepted responsibility for shit that she did 3 years ago that is still being brought up
Many,
against her. The wish
many
list was for her
videos.
daughters. For her daughters, Terry Lynn. You see how this is shit that pisses me off because in the same breath, you're mad that people are calling Shelly a shit mother while you're also calling Dina a shit mother and talking about people sharing a wish list. You
Yep.
can donate to whomever you want. I haven't spoken about that. I don't care. You want to donate, you want to share her wish list, you want to share her videos, go the fuck ahead. Okay, but
Mhm.
you're bringing innocent people in this. Dina in that video, she says she's staying away
Wow.
from all the fuck shit. Dina hasn't commented
Wow.
on fuck shit. Dina hasn't made videos on fuck shit.
I'm
But here you
mad.
go
I
involving
didn't
her
even see
name.
that. I didn't even see that.
That's unacceptable, Terry Lynn. That shit is unacceptable. Keep your fight with the people that are
Mm-mm.
talking their shit.
You fucking kidding me right now? This bitch wants to compare some bum to our friend who was in a DV situation and
Yep.
also is very honest about her mental health. Fuck you, man. Like, Dina is the most real person one of the most real people I've ever met. Fuck you, man. She was in a horrible, horrible situation that, it could have cost her life. Fuck you. And yes, we will have Dina's back all day, every day. Terry Lynn, bitch.
I don't know much about. I only know bits and pieces about that young lady. But first of all, it takes a
I
lot
love
to
her.
walk out of that situation. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when you leave with nothing. That's number two.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. She
From
wasn't
what
even
I've
able to
Not
heard,
have a
even
job.
clothes. Nothing.
from what I
She
heard,
started
she didn't
from
ask for
nothing.
shit. She didn't
Mm-hmm.
ask people for money. She didn't ask for anything. If I remember correctly, and again, this was, I think, right after I became a channel, this was going on, correct? Last summer? Am I right?
No, this was just this
She,
past summer.
Yeah.
yes, and she
So,
needed, the only thing she asked for was for her two little girls, which are very young, right? Like 10 and under.
oh my God.
Her ex would not, like, he wouldn't give her any money for back to school. She had no
Oh, for like
food,
supplies and
no
stuff.
clothes, no shoes, no supplies, nothing. She
What a
was
fool.
not, she didn't have money. Like, he didn't allow that. So fuck anybody coming at her for that. Fuck you, Terry Lynn. Fuck you,
I
everybody.
wish I had
on
known
other
that was
side.
just going on now, because I definitely would have
I love
absolutely
her.
helped, because that's my, I'm not first of all, I want to make it clear, I'm not shaming Shelley for being on food stamps. I'm not shaming Shelley if she was on welfare. I myself was on welfare. I myself was on food stamps. I myself was on Medicaid when my kids were
Yeah,
younger.
you said that.
No,
Yeah.
no shame in that game. The thing is, I didn't make it a lifestyle. The minute I was able to make it better, I made it better. I also didn't, I've said my husband slept on the floor and I slept on the couch while my kids had the only bedroom we had. And these things are not things that are lost on me. The only thing I find absolutely, like, I can't wrap my head around it is, you people glaze over. This has been going on for years. This has not happened yesterday. This did not happen
Right.
2 weeks ago. It did not even happen last year. She
Yep.
moved into her mother's apartment against the building's policies in 2021. This is 2024.
Can't even
My
imagine.
phone call to the business regulation did not start everything rolling, contrary to what you people want to believe.
No.
People doing their job at the business regulation got the ball rolling. Because I called about unsafe work practices. And when you see the videos
rightfully
and you pay
so.
attention, you'll see that.
Yeah.
But not only that,
There's like 70 apartments in that building. You could kill an umpteen people.
They don't care.
It's fucking explosion. Are you
They don't
stupid?
fucking care. Look, she's talking right here. Glitter doesn't care about my kids. Y'all obviously don't give a fuck about Shelly's kids then. With the shit that she was doing in that little apartment. Not just Shelly's kids, the whole fucking complex. It's dangerous. Like,
yeah, there
okay.
are reasons, y'all,
this-
that we have restrictions, and like, there are
Let me
reasons.
ask you another
okay?
question. Let me ask you another question, because this is gonna blow your mind, okay? Today's date is the 19th of November. She was given, quote, orders to immediately vacate on the 17th. Why is she still there? Anybody? Anybody got
She's
any
still
answer?
there risking her mother being evicted and not
You know
having a
why?
place to live.
Because they weren't being immediately evicted. What she's doing is squatting.
She
She's
don't give a
forcing
fuck.
Yeah.
she's forcing the apartment building's hand to evict her because the mother is going with them.
She's done it before. She knows the game.
Exactly. So when they're all sitting there, you've got two adults, because we know Shelly's a human slug, so she ain't making any money. Two people who work, making money, $6K a month for one, and whatever mom makes on her job. You guys should have been living like fucking royalty. Are you hanging these kids up on hooks at night? Like, the assumption that they're sleeping on the floor is not an assumption. Where the
Yeah,
fuck
it's
are you
not that
putting
far
them?
fetched.
Are you
Like,
hanging
come
them on
on.
hooks at night? Do you have hangers? Do they have their own cubbies they sleep in? Like, nobody with a brain would even be randomly supporting this. And I find it hilarious that the person who got her into this didn't even share her GoFundMe. You realize that, right? Shitty talked her into coming into my live that night and calling me those names, and she's the only fucker that hasn't shared that link. Isn't that
Wow.
funny?
That is funny.
Yeah. Isn't the irony, right? You get me into stuff, but then you don't want to get me out. Well, she can afford a Louis Vuitton purse. Why don't you push Shelly the $6,000 and get her an apartment?
Right? Terry, keep Dina's name out of your fucking mouth. You don't know her. You don't know her situation. Stop bringing people in who have nothing to
right
do
there.
with this fucking horseshit to prove some point that you never even come to fucking prove. You
That's
had
Sarah
no
Nicole
problem
giving her that shit.
posting some Dina ladies wish list, right? funny that I saw a video where she said a new man moved her and her family in. A bit of a twist to that story from what was posted. Also, are you talking about her best fucking friend that she's been best friends with for years? Because that was the man. It wasn't a new man. It was one of her very good friends. A couple of them actually helped her move in. So fuck you. Glitter told me that my kids being posted was my karma because I called out the lack of rage when it was found out she had recorded Tira 5 to 6 years ago before. She doesn't give a fuck about my kids, her words, and you want me to care about hers? Tira mostly talked about the parents anyways. Oh yeah, that makes it all okay. I'll have Tira up on my panel whenever I want. I'm tired of being concerned about who will say what on anything I do. So you're just going to throw it all the wolves? You're going to put all of your morals and everything that you say that you stand for out the fucking window for Tira? Okay, heard that. Well, then we'll still be here doing this shit. Do not mention Dina ever the fuck again.
Don't. If you mention Dina again, I promise you it will be scorched earth and I won't give a fuck. Okay? Dina's my friend. I love her. She's gone through a tremendous amount of bullshit while dealing with health issues. And some people think that it's funny to continue to come at her when she's not even talking about them.
No.
And I promise you, I will come at you scorched fucking earth for the friends that I love, and she's one of them.
And Dina, we asked Dina to share her kids' wish list. It was a back to school wish list. So, and I think it's really gross, Terry Lynn, that you're bringing in, that some random dude. First of all, that's not what the fuck she said.
No.
That's not what Dina said.
No.
It was a friend of hers, a good friend of hers that helped them and took them in.
Dude.
Right, so for her to say some random dude, like, what are you talking about? Like, Terry Lynn.
You know what it is, Cindy? They're not used to seeing people with real life friends that actually come and help.
But I would like to know what Dina did to deserve that. Bliss.
Yeah, what the fuck did Dina do to you?
Dina hasn't done anything, and that wish list, we asked her to make it for her daughters for back to school. And again, the thing is that this whole thing, right? She says Glitter doesn't care about my kids and all of this stuff. See, the difference between us, Terry Lynn, is that I care about all kids. I care about all kids, your kids, Tira's kids, all kids. I don't talk about anyone's kids, and that's on God. Show me where I've ever spoken about anyone's kids, Terry Lynn. It doesn't matter whose children they are. Children are off limits to me. That's where I differ with you. And then you're going to say, you're going to have Tira on as, we don't care. But then in the same breath, yet again, you were in Road Hogs, but I'm going to have whoever, and I'm not going to worry about what I say. So stop talking about eons ago. When we may have been in Roadhog's chat, show me what I said in Roadhog's chat. Show me what I was talking about, just Ann. Never happened. So you're not going to hold me accountable for another grown-ass fucking adult when you can't even hold yourself accountable for who you have on your panel, Terry Lynn. That was your panel. You didn't go to Tira's channel and we're sitting in the chat. That was on your panel. So for you to act like you have no responsibility, not to have people's children's talked about, not to have people's struggles talked about in the same breath where you're blaming us for things that Shelly has shared online. Terry Lynn, you got me all bent out of shape today. And I've never come at you, but you are out of pocket. You are out of pocket.
Sure the fuck is. And like Sophie says, let them come at Dina again. They will regret it. I promise. And I do too.
Yep, I'm right there with you guys.
Like, don't mention my daughter again. Don't mention Dina again, because these are people that have nothing to do with this situation. Or I promise you, and others will promise you, you will regret it. We will make our entire content for life.
I will burn my channel to the ground. Terry, you now have the attention of Sophie, who's from the 90-day community. Trust and fucking believe. If you
Yep.
can't handle what's going on the fuck now, you do not want 90 Day to start peeping your shit, girl. Okay? So back up.
Especially
You know what?
Sophie.
You need to apologize for even bringing up Dina.
Everything
Sophie
that
will
Dina's gone
destroy
through.
you, girl.
Dina just put up a video
She
talking
did.
about taking accountability for everything, talking about her
Everything.
mental health issues and how
Right.
messed up she still is in the head. Dina said in her video she loves who she loves, she fucks with her friends, but she's not down with none of the fuck shit. And she
Yeah.
hasn't been. And she hasn't been. But here you go
Really
throwing her
has.
name into it that now you affiliate her nothing to do with throwing her innocent daughters in some fuck shit that they have nothing to do with, Terry Lynn.
No, they're
While you're all of this is
babies.
you're mad about Shelly's kids, who we did not disrespect at all. Why you disrespect people's kids?
Yep.
Okay,
I'm
you guys,
over it.
what's with Terry? Is Terry actually a fucking idiot imbecile like that's just gonna, ride Tira's asshole? Or is she actually very manipulative and
Yes.
conniving and smart?
Yes.
I still haven't quite figured this
I don't
person.
believe she's an idiot
I don't either.
because honestly, I don't see that from
Cutting in and out.
Yeah, you're going in now.
Hills, and she's smart. Bring around the Rosie about the fucking. You can't hear me.
No, baby.
Hear you every
Can
other
other
me?
word.
was bring around the
Can
Rosie
you
and fuck.
hear me now? I don't know what the hell's happening. All
I'm
right.
I
just
agree.
mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. And like I can see even with Sophie, like saying we will have lots of fun.
Oh,
Keep
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
fucking with our friends because I promise you, we will make you our everyday content. And Dina didn't even know Sophie. She didn't even know her.
Nope.
But I asked her because Dina is amazing with dogs. Like dogs, 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 right? Like that's what Dina is known for. Like she's trained military, police dogs, like real service dogs. We're not talking about the ones you just go online and you fill out a certificate for, whatever, and she came up for me and even said, like, and she would have never did this if it wasn't true. She came up and said because Sophie had to rehome one of her dogs that wasn't getting along in her household, and even Dina came up and said it's not good for the dog or the owner. Like you got to make sure, like if the dog is not happy, what's the point of keeping them in your home? Like why keep trying if they are not happy and they
Well,
want
the
to bite
point
you
of
or
that, though,
whatever?
is Dina's an awesome person. It
She
took like
is.
one time of Sophie
I
speaking
love
to her
her.
to see it. Like Dina, she's really. We were just on the phone yesterday, so she's like been fresh in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Steven. Hold on, let me go up. Steven said
She's such a kind
Dina has
person.
done big things in her life for all the right reasons. Her redemption story is going to help other people, and I could not agree more. So for someone like Terry
Yes.
fucking Nixon, who does not know Dina from fucking Adam, first of all,
Bother the Dina lady.
even
Like that's so
quoting,
disrespectful in
she's even
itself.
quoting
Right.
Dina wrong in the fucking community, in the comment, to come in to try to, it just doesn't, why? Why, Terry?
And
Right.
that's
Why
my
did you have
point,
to do
Bliss. That's my point. If you're mad at something that we said, then say that, right? Well, selfie, I don't like when you said X, Y, and Z, but you're throwing in innocent people who have nothing to do with it about a direct issue. They're bringing a direct issue to you. That's like when people bring me direct issues they have with me instead of me addressing it. And if I have to apologize for it, admit it. I'm going to go all around the world, skirt around it, and do the whataboutisms. Well, what I did, I don't have to worry about that because let's talk about what your friend
Yep.
Fulana did.
Yep.
That's not what adults do, and that is my issue. That is my issue. If you have an issue with something I said,
Absolutely.
then
Oh, you cut out
Bring it to
again,
me.
Cindy.
Don't bring it to me, the panel, while I sat in their chat and said nothing. I'm done. Shut up.
No, but Cindy's not wrong. But that's, you guys, Terry is behaving exactly like how Terry always behaves. She hides behind people. You know, yesterday she was talking to someone behind the scenes that got her feeling real fucking big because out of nowhere she grew a backbone and just started going in like a fucking asshole. She looks stupid because she doesn't make any sense. She doesn't know what she's talking about. But she only gets that like power trip feeling when she can hide behind someone else. So here, let me throw Dina, let me throw JJ's daughter's trauma in to deflect and make some point that I never know what the fucking point was. There was no point to doing that.
None.
It's to throw other people in and
There was
to
no point for doing that. You have to be
like,
adults and
I guess, like, deflect.
stop it.
I mean, basically, that's what it is. And Sophie says, Dina stood up for me. Hold up. And I am willing to return the favor. I look forward to it, actually. And yes, Soph, like, she, and I promise you, she wouldn't have done it if it wasn't the truth. But I knew that what had gone on with you and Lizzie was not, like, I had talked to Dina so many times about dogs. Like, dogs are her thing, all animals are her thing, you know? And I knew that what you did was absolutely not wrong. And she said it too. She said the dog even wouldn't be happy in a situation when you don't rehome them when it should, like, they don't fit, you know? And I get that because I feel the same way, and I can only return a favor if I truly feel that person is genuine. And I promise you, Dina is as genuine as it gets.
But Dina wasn't in the comment section coming at anybody. Dina, I can understand if Dina was right, if Dina was under our videos calling out any of this. And the thing that I keep going back to is that she's gonna quote a video of Dina's. Why didn't you watch the last video or the one she just did where she said she's not with any of, she wants to be left out of it? This is what I'm talking about, fundamental respect. Dina is saying, I don't want to be in any of this. I'm staying away from all of it. And out of respect, the only reason I'm even mentioning Dina is because her name was in it. Like, don't involve innocent people.
For her
Cindy,
mental
that's it. What you said, fundamental respect. That is it in a nutshell. And these people have none of that. They don't care.
No.
So it's going to get to the point, like how we all just popped off a little bit. I'm going to start going there more. Because if you don't fucking care and you don't have any respect and you're just going to do all this shit, why the fuck should I give you any respect? Because Terry, you may not think it, but I've been really fucking soft on you, girl.
I have, listen, I've held my tongue.
We all have.
Again, do I say this every live? Let's tone down the fucking language. No one is attacking. Terry just did this morning, that because I mentioned her and Coley hate bonding over their me.
Yeah.
We talked about you, how you attack us, and Terry. No,
you're talking about the public content. Listen to me, okay? Listen, Linda. When you are somebody who makes content on YouTube, anywhere, public content, right? People are going to have opinions. We may not like it. We may not agree with it. I didn't like when negative videos were made about me, but there's nothing I can do about it. You understand? You have opinions, and when you have people polarizing people, because Tira is polarizing, right? She says some old bullshit. When you have polarizing people on your panel, or when you're a polarizing person, people are going to have opinions. And if you can't handle that and you see that as a tax, maybe YouTube and maybe doing these types of content is not for you. Do pre-recorded videos. Do pre-recorded videos, talk about makeup or whatever the hell, crocheting, whatever your thing is, and stay away from commentary. Because with commentary comes opposing commentary. That is what happens. And having opinions and criticism is an attack. Even though it may feel like an attack on our sweet little dispositions, it's not an attack. And one other thing I want to say, in that little paragraph, she said to JJ that that was not malice, it was parent to parent. But
No,
what
no.
she said, but her little remark there to JJ, oh, if I had a daughter that was near death, I wouldn't be on YouTube bashing people. That right there was some malicious bullshit you just
Oh,
said.
yeah.
Again,
Let's not
I will
pretend.
never forgive that. She can ask me to forgive it to no end. I will never. I'm sorry. My choice is my 2 children, my husband, my entire family. You mentioned my child when I only spoke of it on a community tab to ask for prayers because I'm a Christian. And I get it. Not everybody understands that. But if you are a Christian, you understand others asking for prayer. So fuck you, Terry Lynn. I don't give a shit anymore if people come at your kids or they don't, whatever. I don't care, bitch. You mentioned mine, and then you let your people, right, comment um underneath and continue to mention my daughter that has absolutely nothing to do with anything, nothing to do with any of this.
But my
Yes,
point is, JJ, she's
it's
saying
it.
what I said when I mentioned your daughter, it wasn't meant as an insult. While I'm saying I didn't mean to insult you, I'm going to directly insult you.
Yes.
And these are the word games that people like to play as if we
Mhm.
can't read between the lines or we can't directly see
Right,
it for what it is.
right,
And then
right.
when we tell you about yourself, hey, we see it.
Did she cut out again?
I think so.
Yeah, I heard
She was
something
just
and then it was
talking. I'm
gone.
like, what the hell?
Well,
What
I
the
gotta get
hell?
going. I hope Cindy can still hear
Even if
because
it's wrong and I have to
What?
apologize, I'm gonna say,
It's
oops, I'm I'm done. I can't do this. I don't know why it keeps doing that.
I know. It
well, I'm
pisses me
about to
off.
end anyways, Cindy. It's okay. I
Yeah,
just
because I'm
wanted
tight.
you to hear because you just said what I said to Terry. This was my last comment to Terry this morning. I won't read the whole thing because we'll get through this another day. But I said, really, Terry, attack you? Calm the fuck down. Ain't no one attacking you. I don't think commentary is for you, hon. I would love for you to grow a backbone like this when I'm on panel and drop the link for you. Terry, the link's been posted. Just saying.
Right.
Come at me on the link. If you want to talk to me again, click the fucking link and come at me that way. Because we ain't having this little back and forth on your channel where all your fucking roadies are because you're too scared to come to my fucking channel and say a goddamn thing. So grow the backbone a little bit more and then maybe we can have a conversation again.
Correct. Thank you. And for me, I just want to say, like, potty mouth, I promise you, if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter when, like, I'm going to go back and look. But if I'm wrong, I promise you, I will apologize to you because I don't want to be wrong or like accuse anybody of something that they didn't say or didn't do. But for Terry mentioning my child, bitch, buckle up because you did not stop anyone who thought that you were right in doing that. So since you allowed that to happen, I'm just going to tell you to fucking buckle up because this is YouTube, bitch. Period.
Yeah, I think if any, I'm just looking through the comments while you were talking. I don't
Mhm.
think Potty Mouth said anything wrong for as far like what I've seen.
She may not have, like, I don't,
Confrontational, yes, but not disrespectful. Like she's
right.
kind
And I
if
don't
it's a
know
she,
that,
she kind of sounds like us, honestly.
I
Like
know, and I feel bad. Like, if I'm wrong, I feel really, really bad. And I absolutely will apologize to you, Potty Mouth. Like, I don't mean to accuse anybody of anything they didn't do. I just know that there were a bunch of people in those comments that I never seen their names before, and they were saying things, and I just, especially when it comes to my daughter, it's kind of like it's kind of like I just see red. Like, I'm going to go crazy, scorched earth, like, don't fuck with my kids kind of thing. So if I'm wrong, though, I promise you, Potty Mouth, I will apologize immensely, because I hate to be wrong on those kind of things. I don't want to accuse people for things they didn't do. I don't do that.
All right, I'm really happy. I just put in the chat. I'm not kidding. I'm really glad Potty Mouth came in today, because I would appreciate more people actually speaking up, because they're all watching. There's 50
yes.
here.
Yes.
I actually enjoy debate and respectful discourse with someone else. So it's nice to actually have someone come in and fucking do that for a change, because Potty Mouth, sorry baby, but your friends seem pretty terrified for some reason.
Yes.
Okay.
I do, and I'm so sorry. Like, I feel like if you were in that chat and talking to me at all, I'm like, fuck you were speaking about my child. But you may not have been. And I promise you, I'm going to go back after this live. I'm going to read it all, and for part 2, and I will even put on my community tab and tag you. If you didn't say anything like that, then I'm gonna apologize, because I don't want to get people like that. Like,
no, you're not that kind of person. We stand on the truth. We're not liars like a lot of the people over there. If I ever said anything incorrectly, I will correct it. And Potty Mouth said, don't get me wrong, I have definitely said some bad stuff in my time. Same girl, same.
Me too.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Girl.
Thank you, everyone else, for coming in today. Tomorrow's gonna be I don't have anything planned as far, because Roddy's coming on panel tomorrow. Roddy did reach out to me privately behind the scenes, and this is gonna be kind of her stream. I'm letting my channel be her voice. That way she has one. And yeah, so 11 o'clock tomorrow. And then I don't know, JJ, you want to part 2 this on Thursday? We can talk about it, but
yeah, girl, you tell me whenever, and I'll work my schedule around it. Whenever
look at me having multiple upcoming lives scheduled and ready to go.
You got the littles, so I don't.
Oh, they're in school tomorrow. They were so good. I gave them a treat and got them McDonald's for lunch, and they've minus one little mishap in the beginning where they were fighting over the bathroom. They've been really good. They've come in here a couple times to ask me something. Yeah, it was nice, actually. I'm gonna reward them, because that was very nice of them. I was not expecting that.
That's very nice. They're getting older, I think.
I know.
They're realizing, we can't just, whenever I say that as my 25-year-old son today, as I'm trying to do payroll, is trying to stick his phone in my face. Look at this, Mom. Look at this, Mom. I'm like, dude.
That's my 10-year-old
right now.
Yep, that's my 10-year-old, and
I promise it won't change.
Yeah, I don't see that ever changing.
Same thing.
They're good kids though, but yeah. So I hope to see you guys tomorrow 11, and then me and JJ will talk, and I'll have it time set up for Thursday and have it all scheduled. And again, usually towards the end of my lives, I think I've decided I'm just going to drop the link. I do kind of want to do what I want to do, to get the stream, to where I want it to go. But at the end, 15 minutes left, I'll drop the link, and anyone can click the link and come up. Okay? Just putting it out there. Some people seem to grow backbone, and then the next day the backbone's gone. So just saying. But thank you guys. JJ, thank you. Cindy, thank you for coming up.
I love you so much.
You and your disrespectful Wi-Fi. Love you, girl.
I love you guys.
All right. Bye, everyone. Have a good day.
Bye, y'all. Love you.
See ya.